Hey, what's up? Anybody there? I messed up. I was just talking for a few minutes and I don't think it was coming on. Hey, damn. All right, it's on now. My bad. I came on and said I had to get my soda ready. So I threw that on. Bobby B talking about my technology. But I wanted to turn it on so that everybody could come in and we get started already. What's up, fellas, man? I feel like this is my new family. Yeah, you ain't bullshitting, right? Me too. You hear me now? Alright. We out here. Yeah, what's up, brothers? I was watching the Phoenix Suns game yesterday night. Jumped off. I'm here now. What's alright, Freedom Liberty? Respects from the Bay. Take your time. We are here. What's up? Bay Area, San Francisco. I went there when I was a kid. I got family in Frisco. San Francisco, and I got family in San Diego. And I don't know where else. Somewhere else out there. I'm having a good day, brother Gustavo. Yeah. Gracias. Hope you are too, bro. Joey Sigma. Me too, man. I had to go to work this morning, 8 in the morning, brother. I got off right now. Uh, I'm tired. But that's why I kind of started the chat as soon as I came in. And then I ran around, got my soda, got changed, did what I got to do because I didn't want to make you guys wait too damn long. Damn, it's like dark on this side of my face, huh? I need to put another light or something. Damn, man. You guys know what I look like. It's all good. How's everybody doing? Suns killed the Lakers. I didn't even have time to make a new little layout thing. Chop was gonna come on tonight too, but I guess I was at work too late. He texted me and said, what did he say, man? Let me see. What did he say? That fool said, I'm about to crash. We will go on a little early. Gotta get up early. Don't ask. That's exactly how it says it. Then 40 minutes later, I text him, you sleep? Because I was ready and he was gone. Much love and respect. Here in Texas, had a great day with the familia. Right on. What's up, Damien De Leon? Texas. We're good. How you doing, brother? I'm good. I'm real good. Oh, man. I'm tired. Shit. No, we never did, Frank Olivas. Not against each other. When I was in the county jail, they politicked against Longo, kinda. And since I was in there, they kind of used me against Longo. They gave me the llaves, and then it was kind of a mess for a minute because the vatos downstairs, Longo had been running the county for about 2 years. And so when they told me to take the llaves, que ya estufas with him, some of them fools downstairs didn't want to go with that because um, they had been, following with Longo for so long. So they ended up. We ended up having like almost a split downstairs of some dudes saying they're following me, some dudes saying they're following him. Vatos were actually like hitting each other downstairs, and me and Longo were cool up here. Like he knew, he was like, okay, you got the llaves, carnal, it's all good until we can figure this out. Like, and then fools downstairs was tripping. It was a trip, man, for a minute. That was the reason why I spoke about a lot of you guys don't know, but Little Rob when I had sent him on Mosca because Mosca didn't want to He had a lot of love for Longo, so he was riding that way. When did you have a change of heart, Cricket? Was it when you're facing all that time or seeing shit? I just got out loving life, man. No, well, it was simultaneous. I was already, I had already been in there facing. I was actually facing the death penalty, and that was already there, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then something happened that just like a betrayal, um, that just fucked me up. I was like, nah, we ain't gonna do it like this, and that was the end of it. Man, just got done smashing some Happy Joes. You from the Midwest, you know the business. I never heard of no Happy Joes. Bobby B. About the structure the Emma provides for the raza, we need to begin with the Emma is a lie. That structure shit is a line they were feeding us in the 80s. Yeah. What's up, T Rilla? How you doing, brother? He said he live from the trabajo. I just got off, bro. Hey, should I get a light, man? Is this messing you guys up where half my face is kind of shadowed? Should I get another light? I can put a light in front of me if it's bothering anybody. Just let me know. No, Gustavo, not really. Actually, not at all. When I got torcido, I was 17. I mean, I drank and smoked weed like the rest of the homies. And then in the joint, I started doing the chiva thing just because it was there, bro. But it was like, on the weekends we would do it, and you know, I never got prendido or nothing. I would say it's my drug of choice, but I never got like addicted and used it for any reason. So it wasn't like I turned to it. It was just like it was there, I would, and if it wasn't there, I didn't even think about it. Where we at? Cricket, did you? Oh, changing of the guard scenario can be spicy. You're a blessed man, and it's obvious that God, higher power, has some serious plans for you. Amen. Right on, Geronimo. Gracias, bro. You had a long day, bro. Yeah, man. I'm tired, bro. And then what's crazy is so this hotel, they're renovating it, bro. But all um, the security lights, like the exits and stuff, are on two on 277, right, volts. They want to switch them all to 120. So I gotta find where to get the 120, and then connect it, pull wire to where we're putting the damn lights. And some of them spots, I mean, this is an old ass hotel, bro. It's hard to find that 120, and it can't be something like where a switch turns it off. So man, today was it was a mess, but whatever, it's done. I want to go live with you, S, and let me know. All right, T Rilla, I'm gonna have to get off this thing then, because remember this can't have two people, but I'll do it. Let's do this. How long I've been on? 15 minutes about. Let's do this for about 30 minutes, and then we'll switch over to the other one where I could just put the link on, and people can come on because I think Freedom Liberty wanted to come on también, so that's what we'll do. I should have just went live on that one. I just like this little fancy shit. But we'll do that. Lighting is good, hermano. Okay. I'm seeing myself with like a shadow on my face. But yeah, I don't know, whatever. As for the structure, how long ago were you in? Because I got out, Bobby B and all the carnales are back out, and a lot of shit got away better. So, huh? Said that as for the structure, how long ago were you in? Because I got out, Bobby B, and all the carnales are back out, and a lot of shit got way better. So, are you speaking of the past or now? Salud sola. Yo soy de la CIA. Oh, Yeah, that's cool. Stay in here, bro. CIA, we need it. That's cool. Right on, Bobby B. I know what you're going through, brother. I'm gonna electrician contractor now, and I deal with that all the time. Yeah, it's crazy, man. That shit sucked today. Light is a double-edged question. Seeing you or not seeing your face, which is better? You know which is better, fool. Don't fake. Come on. Puro pedo. So if I start yawning, don't know. Oh man, shit! I shouldn't even said that. Okay, verga. My bad. Dispensa. Oh man, my butt. I'm sore. So what's going on? How's everybody doing? Slow tonight. What's up? Should we just jump over to the other one so people can hop in? Just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Where are we at right here? How come this audio input ain't working over here? That's all right. You need a Red Bull. I got a Coca-Cola, bro. That's the best I can do. I don't like them Red Bulls. All that the caffeine stuff. I don't drink coffee either. It starts getting me jittery, bro. Which you say is number one rival to me out there? To you? That'd be cool. Have some guests. Gustavo Perez. You guys got the shoe in Arizona? Yeah, we do, brother, but they don't call it the shoe. Every complex, like they call it, like Yarda, has what they call a CDU, which is a complex detention unit. But then we also have, it's called SMU 1 and SMU 2, which is the special management unit. And the special management unit, matter of fact, our SMU 1, your California's Pelican Bay was built off of the blueprints of SMU 1. So they called it shoe. I remember they called it shoe in the feds too, though, but in our state they didn't call it that. But yeah, we had it. Oh, the biggest rival to them, I don't know, bro. In my day, because of the split, it was our own. You know, the administration called it old MA and new MA, but it was, it was a faction of the same, two factions of the same thing fighting. And that went on for about 20, 30 years. A lot of killings behind that one. And then in the late 90s, it had Little Guerra popped off with the Border Brothers and some California vatos that were backing them. But all that went away too. All that is good now. So now, I mean, I would just say the biggest enemy to the M is the M, bro. They all sit there, they're plotting and killing each other. That'd be cool. Have some guests. Y'all do that. Freedom, liberty, yeah. To the M and sir. Yeah, I had to stop drinking it too. It makes me feel like I'm all one. Yeah, I don't like it. What up, Cricket? Missed out yesterday, but I'm here tonight. All right, what's up, Francisco? How you doing, bro? Last night, man, it was a long one, bro, and we had someone on that was a good little discussion. Someone came on like kind of justifying Emma's existence. Uh, I got a little upset. My response was probably not what it should have been, but it was, all in all, it was pretty cool. Just know that your efforts and message, interactions are valued. Cricket, like in golf, they say play through. Gracias. If you switch to the other one, maybe Bobby B can come on. Bobby B ain't ready yet, lovely goo. Bobby B still in the closet. We're gonna have to wait for that one. What's up, Greg? What's up, fellas? How's everybody doing tonight? I'm good, Phoenix. How you doing, brother? You ever read that book, The Black Hand? What you think about boxer from Martha? He should get it let out. Yeah, I read it. I read the book and I agree. I mean, the dude he's been out of the ML longer than he was in it now. You know what I'm saying? I understand that he took lives, but I mean, shit, California lets people out with bodies all the time. I don't know why they're making such a big deal about him. I mean, I know why. It's political, but it sucks because the dude it's an obvious transformation. You know what I mean? But, politics are going to trump that shit. Hey, did you guys ever hear about Perro de la Vieja? Perro? No, I don't think so, Francisco. I remember Perro from 9th Street, now that you mention it. But I don't remember one from. I'm sorry, Spencer. I don't remember one from La Vieja. I think anyone in the room got a little upset at Joey Sigma. Yeah, um, yeah, it was a trip last night, but it was all right. I mean, that's what we're here for. I mean, it's not just for everybody that agrees. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's the point. Is trying to see if we can change. If I can change minds. So that's why I gotta learn to, I guess, not get upset about it and just dialogue. I mean, we can debate without getting pissed. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, there was. I mean, like I said, that's what we're supposed. That's what I'm doing this for, not just to talk to the people that already agree with me. You know what I mean? I want to talk to the people that don't also. So yeah, it's Saturday, brother. Everybody getting ready to go out. Yeah, I don't go out no more, bro. They let Mundo out. Shit. Mundo didn't even really go in. Bobby P go out. What's that? I'm telling you. I don't go out, bro. I don't know. I ain't been nowhere in a long time. From my understanding, it's the family that doesn't want Boxer out. What's interesting is that the same family has a relative in the M at Big Spider. Yeah, I think two relatives actually, Lovely Gould, but they got a one in-law too, right? But I mean, I think that's the case with everybody, right? On the paroles, the families never want them out. They still let the people out. Like they're not supposed to go on the original crime. Like, all the little rules that they got for parole in California. They're not supposed to go on the original crime or the heinousness or nothing like that. Supposedly, it's supposed to be the conduct now, and then there's all these other little rules, but they don't roll with it, man. I'm too old. How do we go live? Right now, I'm gonna go to the other. We'll switch. We'll shut this one down. I'll start another live. Um, I'll name it the same thing and everything, so that's that. But anyway, immediately I'll get on another live, and that one I can put the link up. When you click on the link, it'll tell you to put your name. You put your name and you click whatever it says to go on. Then it'll put your picture in your or not your picture, but the video and your name that you wrote. It'll put that up, and I can then approve you to come in. What's this? Yeah, right. They're offering me medical marijuana. $55 off. I'm good, bro. Where are we at? Cuba Cricket, why doesn't last night's show come on? Says private. Charlie Hustle, my bad. Because when I got upset, I said a few things that I didn't really like. Um, so I'm cleaning it up and I'll put it back out. But like I said, I didn't like my response all the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that again, this isn't just for the people that agree with me. It's primarily for the ones that don't, so we can get them out of that bullshit. If I can turn, if we can debate and I can make some sense to them. So the way I responded, I didn't like that, so I put it in private just to clean it up a little bit. I'll put it back out. It'll be out. Dinner with friends, on the road right now. You're on the road right now, Bobby B? What's up, RJ? How you doing, brother? Jojo Zeke, you will live. Joey Sigma, everyone hit that like button. Gracias. T Rilla, orale. You need to tell about the deception, bro. Yeah, that's what. That's the main one. That's the main thing. I agree with the youth as far as putting people out there not cool. Is that actually legal without their consent? I don't agree. I'm not understanding. I agree with the youth as far as putting people out there not cool. Is that actually legal without their consent? What do you mean, Jersey? Ramiro Medina is simple, a part of La Mesa. Yeah, they right now he is. You ever hear about Tablas from Florencia or his brother? Yeah, I've heard of that, Franco Olivas. I've heard of him. Tablas and who's the other one? I can't remember the other name that they always say with him. Charlie Hustle, why not? Why not? What, brother? Am I still in contact with Greyhound? Greyhound, what's crazy is Greyhound heard about that other dude's channel, the poet guy, and he reached out to me and sent some paperwork and wants to actually come on and talk about it. We hadn't spoken before that. It's been a long time. There's no animosity between he and I. Me and that dude were really close. He just actually wants to come on and get some things straight and talk about, even the betrayal with him. But is right now his thing is is the poet. So yeah, we are now in contact. Cubo Big Cricket, mis respetos, carnal. Camachito, Loquito, Chandler in the house. What's up, brother? Hey, Camacho, email us, bro. Me and Chop been trying to figure out how to get a hold of you, but we need a phone number or something. If you email us, we can give you ours so you can call us or however you want to do it. But get at us, bro. Email us. Maybe we could have you on too to tell your story también. I don't agree with those vatos interviewing the addicts in Phoenix, exploiting our raza for views. Yeah, Jojo, Arizona. I don't know about any of that. That's not something I'm gonna do. Franco Olivas, Babel. What about Babel, brother? Or Babel? Is that what you're saying, Babel? Oh, Tablas and Babel. I thought you were saying. Yeah. I thought you were saying Babel because there was a carnal from Arizona named Babel, but Babel. Can you give us an example on how the Mesa conducts a hit and who they assign the hit to? The Mesa doesn't. Now, even back then. Let me try to figure. The captains of the Mesa would, if they agreed with something that had to be done, the hit wasn't really assigned, bro. It was kind of like everybody had the authority to do it. Green light was just put out. So basically, whoever was on the street at the time and couldn't do it, or whoever was in the yard at the time and couldn't do it, they didn't necessarily just assign an individual. Um, It was basically open season. They would green light whoever it was that they decided to put the pegada on. Morales, I mean, hey, Cricket, why didn't you include Nevada in your Chronicles title? Is there a specific reason? No, matter. To be honest with you, I didn't even put that together. I'm just pulling, like I'm trying to figure all this out. So I saw a good design and I went with it. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'll probably include it. I don't know much about it, but I kind of, with those other states that I'm not too familiar with, I'm kind of just hoping that eventually I can get people from those states that are, similar situations that and can talk about whatever's going on in those states. So I wouldn't mind including Nevada. I know nothing about it. I do remember I visited. I mean, I went to Las Vegas, right? And I remember seeing Dogtown spray painted on the walls, which tripped me out because we had a Dogtown back home, and I didn't know if they had one there or what. But I mean, that's like the extent of what I know about Nevada. I know nothing about it, but I don't know much about most of the other states that you see on that either. That was just me. I pulled the design out, and I'm like, well, hopefully I can start getting individuals from these other states to actually come on, so people can start seeing that it's not, that's it. It's par for the course when it comes to a prison gang. It's not just admin; it's all of them. Deception is everywhere, and every group has bad apples, snakes, and backstabbers. True fools weed them out. No, brother. I don't believe it. I don't agree with that because I've seen. I mean, the biggest backstabbers were usually the highest ranking ones because they plotted their way to the top. They politicked their way to the top. That's internally within the MA. Who's that poet guy, by the way? What's his deal? Um, it's a long story. Suffice it to say, I mean, he was involved. He knew a lot of people. He was around. I'll let Greyhound tell more about that story because I wasn't there. Only thing that I have heard or know is that he was not an actual member. He was never made, but he was Skina and he was around and all of that. So, but I let other people that know him personally enlighten it. Where are we at? Who's that? Oh, Jersey. Hit the like. Gracias. Kid DG. Hold on. What's up, Kid DG? How you doing, brother? Yo, Shades. London, watch your videos. What's up, Shads? Shads 1986. What's going on, brother? Was there any carnales that actually were in good standing until they died of natural causes? Yeah, yeah. Flaco, he got sent out of state. He was in Ohio for his last say like 10 or 15 years, and then he died of um, the cirrhosis of the liver. He'd be one. Um, shit, I can't really think of and I'm not saying there's not any more. There probably is. I just can't think of any. Um, I can't think of any. But there probably is. I'm just, you know. When I started this Prison Chronicles and everyone on the live. What's up, Carlos Zamora? How you doing, brother? Ever heard of a camarada named Hormiga? I knew an Hormiga, yeah, from 9th Street I knew an Hormiga. There was actually two of them, him and his brother. And I think they call themselves, no, not 9th Street. I'm tripping, La Victoria. That's where they were from. And they call themselves they call themselves Hormiga Negra and Hormiga Roja. What was his name? The Joey was Roja. I can't remember, but that's the Hormiga I know. If that's the one you're talking about, I'm pretty sure they were from the Vic. Slow Mo was always in good standing. Yep, that's right. But he didn't die of natural causes, brother. He OD'd. But yeah, he was one also. Who was the richest carnal I knew of? It'd probably be a toss up maybe between Indio and Big Al and Monchi, maybe. Not Monchi, I'm sorry, Juanillo. They were probably the ones that were on the street the longest and were slanging dope and doing all that. Might be, it's probably Indio though, because he had that whole thing going with the Cisneros brothers. They had chop shops and they had Red's Hydraulics and all those other car, auto body places and all that stuff. Interesting. There's a Dogtown gang in Los Angeles. Are they by chance related in origin? I don't know, Morales family. I would assume so. Um, because I don't. I mean, it's from out here in Arizona. It's from Peoria, Arizona. They claim 83rd Avenue. Um, and I haven't heard their origin story. I don't know why it would be called Dogtown unless it came from somewhere else, but I can't say for sure. Poet is a fool. I can only tolerate listening to him for 2 seconds. Jersey. Yeah. Much love and respect, Cricket. Thanks for answering my question. I don't know the ins and outs inside, but know many East Side vatos you mentioned. Yeah, Ben Cuevas. It's all good. Yeah, just ask away whatever questions you have. I got you. Hey, Ben C, when the talk begins about killing someone, usually someone will say, fuck it, I'll get them. Yeah, usually. Have you ever heard of members being fined by the organization? But no, never, Gustavo Perez. I've never heard of anybody being fined by it. That didn't exist. Nobody, there was no paying fines or anything like that. Bro, I'm living in London, but I love to come USA. I love the Hispanic people. Are you in LA? No, I'm from Arizona, Shads. Uh, not in LA. Not from LA. Do you have a good memory, homie? Because I've almost forgot everybody's name that I haven't been in contact in the last 15 years. Freedom, liberty. Yeah, I got a pretty good memory, bro. I tend to, for the most part. I mean, especially by sight. If I see somebody I know, I'll remember. Um, I may not remember a name or something. Sometimes it depends, and then sometimes people will ask me if I know somebody, and I'll say no, and then they'll elaborate a little bit, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, 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 I remember." But yeah, for the most part, I got a pretty good memory though. Bobby B, thanks for clarifying that. Hey, Cricket, what the deal with David Fierro? What about him, Francisco? He's on the street. He got out. I know before he got out, he got hit. I think they stabbed him. I'm not sure what prison yard it was in, but he got stabbed in one of the yards before he got out. Yeah, Bobby V. So he was Greyhound blacklisted because he sided with Trigger or other reason. Yeah, basically for the Trigger thing. I mean, that was they. He was part of that from day one. They did that together, all four of them. I'm assuming Chopper fell asleep again. Yeah, Kid DG, he did. He was ready to come on, but I was at work still, so I told him I'd be home probably. I had a little bit more to do, and I'd hit him up. And then he texted me and said, "Hey, it's getting late. I'm gonna crash." And I texted him back about 30, 40 minutes later and asked if he was asleep, and he didn't respond. So, yeah, he's gone. Yeah, what the deal between Trigger and Greyhound? Jojo Arizona. What do you mean? What between them? Not. I mean, it was Trigger, Greyhound, Chopper, and Monchi that all that happened behind. What everybody calls the split, the second split or whatever, and the Trigger Boys and all that. They were all in a pod together, and they're the ones who did that, where all that happened. They felt that it really started over who had the llaves once Cardenales were sent out of state. And then it just turned into more than that, where they were fighting the whole favoritism stuff and all kinds of other things. And yeah, it was a crazy time from what I hear. Were you staying at or you keeping that on the hush? I'm from Los, moved to Montana a couple years ago. Oil fields job. Yeah, I'm not in Arizona, but I don't want to say the state I'm in because nobody knows who, what anything that I have to do with. You know what I'm saying? And last thing I need is trolls trying to figure all that out and throwing it out there, my job and shit like that. But eventually, I'm gonna go home. I love Arizona. Is it like Texas, like a lot of desert? Yeah, Shads. It's a lot of desert, bro. I always heard he walked away a long time ago. Who, Francisco? Oh, you talking about David? Yeah, he supposedly he said like basically he wanted to retire. So that's what he tried to do. Angel the richest for sure, bro. He was generating a lot of money for a long time. Yeah, that's why I went back to him. That's what I figured. And was given a pass. He wasn't given a pass. I mean, they stabbed him, bro. He was stabbed before he got out. Um, I know some people wanted him to have a pass and others didn't agree. They did get him stabbed. Can you mention who's on the mesa now and how many members does it consist of? I really don't know, Ben Cuevas. Chapo from La Tusa was on it and he renounced and left. Um, they said Gallo from my neighborhood was on it and he was stripped of it. Uh, Honestly, what I've been told is they really can't even find enough members that they have enough, um, that they feel should be on the mesa right now. So as of right now, I think it only consists of like 3 people when originally it's supposed to have 5. And it was supposed to be 5 captains always, and usually it was always with captains with roses. Um, that ended when they made Trigger a captain, and put him on the mesa because he didn't have a rose. But yeah, it's crazy. Now you don't even have to be a captain. Now it's like a vote type thing, and it's, you don't have to be a captain. You don't have to have a rose. It's way different now. It's like I said, so many are leaving that and these new ones, I guess they don't have a lot of I guess they don't think that they could handle it or whatever, so they're not really doing all that. They're not putting them in that position. When you gonna go live? When you gonna go live with XNF Rojo and Flaco? I don't know. We haven't really talked about it. I mean, whenever. Where's Chopper? That fool fell asleep, man. He crashed out. Well, then I heard of an ex-carnal informing on Gray from Southside 9th Street to get sent out of state. Who was that? Well, and I heard of an ex-carnal informing on Gray from Southside 9 to get sent out of state. I don't know. I don't know, Cetre. I'm not sure. I don't know who that would be. But I mean, Cricket, you got people running scared because they're on the list for years and you're putting their name out there. I mean, their name's been out there, bruh. Jersey. They don't forget the names that are on the list. And I don't think anybody's running scared. Nobody gives a damn anymore. Them fools they ain't got it like they used to. Where we at? Arizona have beef with the NF? No, never did. Max Demos. Reyes, why you calling it favoritism? why am I calling it favoritism? What am I calling favoritism? I mean, the favoritism that I always saw was um, there was always carnales that there was favoritism towards them for whatever reasons, and other carnales that may have merited something would get passed over for the other ones that were just more popular. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about favoritism. If you come home, I got work for you. Right on, freedom, liberty. Absolutely. Did you know his granddad? Did you know his granddad and grandma? I grew up with my granddad. Them, you are so interesting. Did I know whose granddad and grandma, bro? Since Luis is made now, what's Felipe's status nowadays? I'm not sure what they did with Felipe. I don't. Felipe, I think, is out. But I don't think he. I mean, I think it's just his brother for right now. I'm not sure if they're doing it. If Porky's doing it too or not. You know who any of the captains are in California, Emme? Frank Olivas, I don't do they I don't think they do that, right? They don't have ranks like that, do they? I thought they did. They didn't have a ranking system. Orale, now we can hear you, Mike Rodriguez. You couldn't hear me? Oh, my bad. I thought you guys could hear me. I just been talking. Was Dreamer a captain? No, Dreamer made it to lieutenant. That's why he was able to call that meeting, made it mandatory. And that's why we even spoke so bluntly when we did in that meeting when he was questioning because he was of that status. Greyhound is not a punk. You got him on a list. He got you on a list. Emma says he's a traitor. Who cares what they say? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Greyhound ain't even close to a punk. Greyhound is he threw his whole life away for that. And, uh, I wish he would have. He's a real good dude. Who said so? Where'd you read that, Bobby B? Someone said something about Greyhound like that. I mean, the thing is with Greyhound, he was really. I mean, that was his whole life, and I mean that's. I know for the most part, it's practically every Cardinales, but this fool like to the extreme trip. Sounds like the mesa is a revolving door. Who are the ones doing the stripping of a mesa members? And can you give us an example? Why would someone be relieved of their duties on the mesa? Yeah, mostly now it's Pablo and Ruben that are stripping vatos for whatever situation's going on. Um, I'm not sure specifics. I know they told me that um, Gallo was stripped because of how he was treating some Cardinales and stuff. Like he was, like I guess the power was getting to his head. But I don't know the specifics of it. That's all I've been told like that. What's up, Ramon Acosta? How you doing, brother? Cricket, if the Emma don't have it like they used to, why not show face where you are? Because it ain't just the Emma, bro. It's all the little idiots that think that they could gain favor by doing something. But I go home all the time and I'll be moving back home. You guys will see my face. But I'm also not stupid. I know that there's a lot of people that ain't Cardales and ain't about that, but that would love to look like some kind of hero for the Cardales. Like some little crash dummy that would love to take me out um, just to get favor. It's crazy. Ben C. Getting relieved of duty when you sit on the mesa means you're going to die. JT is Mundo off this channel now. I'm glad you're doing a lot of content. I like his info, but I'm more interested in hearing what's going on now in the past 10 years. Thanks, amigo. Keep it up, Roxbury. Right on, JT. Appreciate it. Yeah, Mundo's just on a hiatus. He's doing other things, busy, and wasn't making any new videos. So once he does, he'll be back around. Would you say that the new Emma now resembles the old Emma, or has it become everything it originally fought against? I think so, Morales. I mean, it basically, yeah, it became everything that it talked about. You know, we can hear you. All right, Freedom Liberty. RVB, stop promoting violence. Do you have any upcoming content revolving around the Pepsi generation that Mundo kept teasing us with? No, I don't, because I don't know much about that California stuff, bro, with the Pepsi generation and all that stuff. All my content will be mostly Arizona stuff, because that's what I know. I mean, I can look into all that stuff and start putting it out, but I mean, I know nothing about it. You can do the same thing, so it'd be weird for me to start doing all that. Get those likes up, gente. Right on. Do you have any Greyhound was really young and put in a lot of work. Yeah, absolutely, Francisco. A lot. Get Mundo on live. Yeah. I remember there being pieces of shit when you pointed it out to your brothers who had rank would dismiss it. Yeah. There's about 30 of you vatos that ain't hit the like button. Come on, fellas. Right on, DCGM. How many members are there in the Arizona Emmy? JT, I don't know. I would say, like, it's hard because I've been out, I've been out the mix so long that now I'm just, I'm hearing names here and there and people that I don't even know. I'd say, and it's when I was involved, I would say no more than 100, I would think. Probably less than that. But I don't have an exact number. Hey, Greyhound was your MM. Hey, Greyhound was, I don't know what you're saying, Ramiro Medina. Like high school and shit, Jojo, Arizona. I get you can't say where you at. Have all the torpedoes trying to get some rank from the puesta. Yeah, I mean, that's, I'm not living in fear, but I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Come on. I know people are going to come on, the ones that want to, act like I'm some kind of coward and they're going to point that out. But I got family. I'm not just going to sit there and let some fuckers come and whack me because I think I'm tough. I know I can die. That's not a secret. I'm not looking for it. I'm also not running from it. I'm just living my life. But to come out and start throwing it on YouTube that where I live, I'd be a fucking idiot. If you move back to Phoenix, you got to stay out the hood, bro. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's just about living normal life. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of carnales in Phoenix right now, bro. I talked to a few of them, and they've been living their life normal for years, some of them. I have no worries. That Pete's and Tollison is enough to come back, LOL. Yeah. Gotta drop my respects real quick to you, Cricket, and all in the chat that are about that positivity. Right on, Diablo. Gracias, bro. What up, gente? Everyone is having a good night. Barely seen my notifications. Orale, what's up, Orlando? How you doing, bro? Greyhound was from the DVP, right? Yeah, Ramiro, yeah. He's from the Dupes. What's up, Kiki G? How you doing? Cetre. Is this all about the past, or do you really know what the M is now? How they are? Did they evolve? And how would you know for the better or worse? I'm in contact with brothers that are renouncing. I talked to some that just renounced last week. I do know what, I mean, I could talk about the past. I was there, but I know what's going on now too, because I mean, they're leaving. There's brothers. I mean, just last week or two, it's been maybe a couple weeks now. There's like 4 or 5 of them that renounced, and I speak to a lot of them. Um, a little bit before that, there was 4 that just got sent that left, to Buckeye, and they're taking the classes and stuff that they're supposed to take before they go down. So that's how I know what's going on now. Que hubo respeto de Guadalupe. What's up, Sergio? How you doing, Negro? What's up, brother? Gustavo, how did you hear about the M? Is it well known even in the streets, or you learn it in prison? It's well known now in the streets. I think for the most part, we all knew about it before hitting the joint. You know that's what's there, and you know you look up to that when we were kids. How reliable and updated is your info? Well, I just answered that. When the second split occurred, what yards did Greyhound and Trigger predominantly have strongholds at, or did SSU lock everyone down? I don't know. I've heard like they had different ones. I know. Uh, I think Buckeye was mostly theirs. I think they had the majority for a while, because one thing about Trigger and Greyhound, they both used to write so many people, like lots of skina used to get at them. So they were all able to do that. The problem was, or what happened, I think, is since them, Pablo, Crow, Indio, Big Chipas, Little Chipas, Big Casper, Chino, Vinny, Tyson, all of them were in the county jail. They were able to basically send word from the county as new people were going in and flood the joint with new people coming in. You know what I'm saying? So as Trigger and there's boys were hitting people and getting locked down, new people were getting to these yards with different palabras. And since these fools were locked down, they were becoming less and less. You know what I'm saying? Right on, Triggs. Thank you for that $1.99, bro. Did that super chat. Thank you, brother. Be private, hermano. Yeah. Órale ese vato. What's up, Matt? Matt, what's going on, brother? How you doing? When the talk of Ruben and Simple and all these vatos who are talked about is all present time. Yeah. Hey, Cricket, it's funny to hear some of these questions like this is something new to you. I know you vatos give it your all before deception hit, but I'm glad to see you here. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. People gotta, I mean, I understand. I mean, not everybody agrees with me. A lot of people are of the mindset that I used to be in. That's why we are doing this. We're telling the stories that of each Carnal and all that. Is Paul Matus one of the higher ups? I'm not sure if they've given him rank, Lovely Ghoul. I really don't. That I have not. I haven't asked about rank on a lot of these people. Um, I'll find out. I can ask. I'd say probably have given him something. He's probably has something, just because of the lack of other people, I guess. I remember you saying a while back that you got into finance, and what are your broad thoughts on the economy and where it's going? Kid DG, I haven't looked at the macro in a while. I usually just look at like it's, certain companies, and now a lot of this like the Bitcoin and all that stuff. I've been looking a lot at that, and all these new ones coming out and jumping up, and so. But as far as the economy as a whole, with the macro look at it, I haven't really paid too much attention to. I used to go in through all that stuff, but now I'm just kind of like I pick and choose options of companies and the different coins and stuff that have been coming out. I kind of, and those, I think those are just kind of like you jump in to see if maybe, you know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of substance to those. And your homie I was thinking about was Nocho 18. Oh, yeah, I don't know him. I don't think I know him, bro. Nocho 18. Oh, no, it's cool, man. They can't get me, bro. Not like that. Um, it just sometimes it surprises me that people still believe the hype. You know what I'm saying? I guess it shouldn't because I was all in too at one point. So you can't get mad at them for it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they got their, their mind set up on something and they're closed minded about it. I get it. I just hope that they don't learn the lesson the way some have. Supply chain is bad. People need to go back to work. Yeah, yeah, but president is not what's cracking on the inside. Names don't validate info. Cetre, I mean, brother, I don't know what you're asking for. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. Would you say renouncers have better info? Better or bitter? I would say they have up to the date info, up to the date that they renounced. So you asked me if I was talking just past or some present stuff, and I explained to you that if a debriefer just dropped out last week, he can at least tell us what's been going on up until last week. I don't know how else to explain that. That seems to be how it is with these elite groups that oversee a lot of the general pop criminals and convicts in the pen, 100 or less, that keep the others in check and doing what they're supposed to. Start the Renouncers Council. Well, Arizona. You should definitely do something with all these carnales that are renouncing right now. You don't have to do it live. That way you could cut out what you don't want, but you should have them on. Yeah, I'm working on that. I really am. A lot of them, the ones that are locked up, it's going to have to be through phone calls, but that's in the works. M. Cali and M. Arizona, are they the same? No, they're not, Max Dimas. They're not the same. Or even old carnales that are on the streets right now to hear why they got out in their story. Yeah, I'm working on it. Is SNY big in Arizona like California? It's nice like that here in there's PC but no SNY, no me of stuff. I didn't understand too well, JT, but I think some of them words got messed up on there. But they don't call them SNYs out in Arizona. They do have PC yards, and I don't know if it's getting big. I know for the most part they're in one complex in Buckeye, the Lewis complex. I think there's probably like 4 or 5 yards, and maybe a couple more spread out here and there. I'm not sure if they're getting big. I do know that they started that whole integrated housing stuff where if you have to sign to agree to live with other races or they'll lock you down. And those are considered, non-political yards now, I guess. So you should even probably think about writing a book about the M. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too on writing the book, brother. Only because that would just be for like a story time type thing. Probably have some war stories and talk about different things. But I would rather be like, I want to talk to the kids, bro, and really tell them what's happening, where they're headed. You know what I'm saying? And just writing a book isn't gonna do that. So cricket, just checking in. I was watching the Suns versus Blazers game. Seals whip Lakers night. Right on, Nieto. Yeah, we were talking about. Everybody was saying that earlier. I didn't watch it last night, bro. I crashed out last night. I was tired. What's up, Shadow Pit Lopez? How you doing? Saludos to you. EJG, 4 more outs. Man, it just jumped. What happened? Oh, Matt, thank you for that $5. If a made member from Cali interferes with Arizona M business, does he get checked or whacked because you just said they're not the same? Curious. They don't. I mean, he can't really enter. I mean, it depends. There's none in the Arizona system. Pete Boy's the only one there, and he's just minding his business. So there's no interference there. Um, and I think vice versa when they're on those yardas, they're not. I think it's pretty well set up who's running the yard. I'm not sure how it all goes, but um, yeah, I don't think that. I mean, right now they're not the same, but they are friendly and they are working together. So I doubt that anybody would be trying to hit it, each other and mess that up. Let me go up a little bit. Four more odds. Braves going to the World Series. AJG. What's up, Cricket? Just tell me. Hey, what's up, Ray Miranda? How you doing? Shaz96. Did you washing your hands, brother? Did you ever meet a tall vato named Ruben from Southside Posse? I never did, Jojo, Arizona. Not that I remember. No. Ramiro Medina, he put Chunky. You talking about from from Garfield? There was two. I knew the Chunky from Garfield, and then there was Chunky from Southside 35th. Chunky's on Trigger side, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Because Triggers is, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's horrific that some have to experience that lifestyle and waste their life doing it. That's what sucks, Jersey. You know what I mean? It's like all of us that have went through it know. So I just wish people could learn the lesson from us, you know what I'm saying, and not have to go through it to learn it. Um, Unfortunately, some will have to do that because they're not going to believe me. Everybody just thinks that or the us that walked away are just bitter because we couldn't make it, we were weak, or whatever you want to call it. Like, it's it, but it's not the case. The honest truth about it is everybody's going to be in the position that we are in. That's the end game. You can't name one that it hasn't happened to, unless he died of some overdose or something in the midst of it and didn't get to that point. It's horrific. Oh, my questions are for Bobby B. Cetre. You got to ask why he renounced to Ved, if their info was motivated by truth or revenge and bitterness. Yeah. Well, I've asked most of them why. You can ask Bobby B why. I never looked up to gangs or organizations. In fact, I despise them. Right on, Jojo, Arizona. That's good. I tried talking to Big Casper from VHHB to stay away from the clique. He was my neighbor in the walls because I knew him from the streets. Yeah, he just renounced, bro. I just got a letter from him about a week and a half ago. I just got a letter from about a week and a half ago, and he's doing good. I mean, but yeah, he's over there in Buckeye now too, done with all that. Where we at right here? Too bad he didn't listen to you, huh? Oh man. DCGM, yeah, it's too bad. I mean, me and Casper were real close. Um, our sons were born right around the same time. He had his son with Lorena, and I had mine. And I mean, we were co-defendants on this. We got set up together too by Dreamer. He was there. He's been in the feds the last like 15 years, so that's where I'm gonna ask him a lot of the issues and how everything happened, in the feds for them. It's not SNY. They are 805. I remember you talking about that, Ray Miranda. Or maybe it wasn't you, but I remember someone said that about that. Do you have the crypto app? I've been picking some good ones that've been making little money every day. Yeah, Beezer, I got a couple of them. I got that crypto.com. Then I got a trust wallet where I hold a few of the ones that you gotta buy like through Pancake Swap and all that. Uh, So I got some of those. Shiba Inu is doing real good right now. Floconomics is okay. Uh, there's a few of them that are doing pretty good. Matter of fact, that other one, that Safe Moon that everybody was talking about, is finally starting to make a little money. So yeah, it's good. California does not get into Arizona business. Yeah, I wouldn't think so, and vice versa. I would assume. I mean, Arizona going to get into California's business, not when it comes to that. Órale, Matt. Cali got no say so over here. Yeah. Do you know if the juveniles have tablets? I don't, Jersey. I don't know if they've started that in there. I do know Adobe Mountain is considered part of the um, Department of Corrections. So I wonder if the same policies are at play there, but I'm not sure. Where are we at? There is not retirement plan for the M. Yeah, nope, sure ain't. Only Cali I didn't like was Avato from 18th Street. Fail, straight Cheeto chaser. About to roll him up, so he started a fight with the guard. That's good news about Casper. Yeah, he's finally done, man. His son just graduated high school. He only has like a year and a half left. Um, that fool did a lot. To the Arizona M beef with Cali Norteños in the feds. I know it's more active in the feds. Can you speak on what doing fed time as active gang members like with the enemigos so kids know? I think they basically separate them just like because I think Arizona goes on the Sureño yards now. So I don't think they get to run around. They don't. I don't think they run with. They see Sureños. But as far as I heard, um, enemies of California M are now enemies of Arizona MS. So I would assume that that has become part of it. Oh, you know. Last night, just saw your video you made about the homies from the hood, Southside 35th. Accurate. Still remember that day was crazy seeing them on the news that night. Yeah, Arizona. Yeah, I remember. What's crazy is Sergio had just left. He had just paroled from Riney Unit where I was at, and he had just got out. And well, not just. It was probably like a month or something. But then we saw him on the news, and I was like, "What the hell?" That was a trip, man. It was crazy when they said he called his mom and said goodbye and everything. That was a trip. 805 is a code for DLC. PCs using 805 for their clica. Really? I didn't know that. No, Fantasma. I never have. Never been to party out there like that. I used to go to Mexico all the time when I was a kid to go visit family. It was cool, man. I remember we go to Nogales and we would take a train to DF, and it was 3 days in the train. But the train, it was cool, bro. The room, they had like little rooms, like cells with bunk beds and a little bathroom and stuff. Then you could walk through the train and go, I don't know which direction or what, but they had a cart that was like a restaurant. You go in there for breakfast and stuff. You were 3 days on this train going to Mexico. I love that shit, man. Um, but I never went partying out there as an adult. I was never really on the street long enough. Oh man, where we at? Jojo back at you, bud. Cricket year. Oh, I already read that. Where we at right here? Cricket, what about the caqueros? You see any lifers given a pass to be in a relationship? Jojo, not just lifers, brother. I used to the caque that wasn't. I used to see vatos that had 5 years with rucas, bro. I don't know how much has changed now, but yeah, there was a lot of them fools, and yeah, there'd be some of them, bro, that were. I mean, that was their chick. They walked the yard together, the whole thing, bro. It was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. And it wasn't just like I said about doing life. We used to trip out on that. Like, what the hell? You got? Man, let me tell you, I don't remember the vato's name. I was in Santa Rita, and I remember they told me that some kid in yard 2, I think it was with some Cheeto, right? And the fool ended up putting the Cheeto on the phone with his baby's mom. And the Cheeto told his baby's mom, "Hey, this is my man now. You stop talking to it," like crazy, bro. And then I remember I caught the dude on the yard, on the big yard, in Santa Rita. They had the 4 yards, and then you in the tents, and then you had the big yard that you go out to. And I seen him out there, and I was like, "Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? How much time you doing?" That fool was doing 5 years, brother, and he let a Cheeto get on the phone with his lady and talk crazy. It was ridiculous, bro. But it was normal. That was actually, I mean, that was normal back then. Ask anybody that did time in the 90s, 80s, 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I don't know how far into the 2000s, but I wouldn't see that it would change much. Um, that shit it was normal. It was crazy. Check out Phantom, Sheba, Cardano, Reserve Rights, Harmony, Stellar, Siacoin. I'll check them out. What do I got right now? I got Baby Doge. I got Safe Moon, Flokinomics. I got Dogecoin, obviously. Then I got Shiba Inu. That's probably all I got right now, I think. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy times, homie. Yeah, Diablo, it was. Reason I ask about the juveniles having ties, it might be a good thing if they can hear your podcast. Yeah, I wonder what that entails. I wonder what they would make, how that would go. Would I have to not cuss, or I don't know. I mean, whatever. If that's what it took, I'd have to clean it up a little. All right, what's going on, West Side of Phoenix? How you doing, brother? I thought that was a no-no. I would have been taking flight. Nah, it was no, bro. That was normal. I mean, there was carnales that had. Uh, Matter of fact, Big Hank Lugo, he had one for years, and everybody knew it. And then he had one on the street, bro. I mean, they ended up killing him because it was a little too. I mean, that was too much. But yeah, he tattooed on. There was a Cheeto named Felicia, and he tattooed "Property of La M" on that Cheeto's ass. Yep. What's up, Ray Diaz? How you doing, bro? Kid DG Johnny Jojo AZ. That's crazy. Last night I was going to tell you I want you to scare program. Anyways, the guy that was yelling at me found out who I was related to, and there and they have a teacher take me out of the room. Oh yeah, that's crazy. You went to the scare straight program. Yeah. LOL. What the fuck, kid? Wear a tuxedo if that's what it takes. 100. Yeah, I know. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, shit. If they have those tablets and they let that go in, that would be everything right there. Imagine. Yeah, fucking tuxedo, and I have to have a button to in case I cuss. I done heard it all now. Kid DG. Yeah, I heard of that. JoJo Arizona. What'd you hear about? Oh, Big Hank. There was a lot of them, bro. Don't let them fool you, man. That there was not a no. It, it was great contacting JPay to find out. Yeah, I'd have to find out if they have them in there yet. But first, I could see getting where you fit in. I'm good though. Yeah, Arizona Diablo, but I ain't lying, right? And some of them fools that I mean, they acted like there was rucas, bro. They go, and if they had them on different yardas or different buildings, they'll go to church to be together. Crazy that Chapulín was killed in a love triangle. Yeah, I know. I heard about that lovely girl. That was crazy. When did they stop letting Cheetos run around? I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know when they stopped. Okay, so in my day here was the thing. It depended on who was running the yard. Some carnales didn't allow them to be on the yard because they thought it caused problems. You'd get the Cheetos wanted to fight each other if one of them was trying to get with their man and all that crap, or the two vatos trying to fight because he's with Cheeto, all that stuff. So some brothers wouldn't allow it. Off the top, if a Cheeto hit the yard, they had to roll it up. Some let it happen and didn't partake, and some were with it, and they would, So I don't know. I don't know when they stopped letting it happen, and I don't know if they ever did stop letting it happen. I mean, to be honest with you, Di Peru was also a mud digger, and you are absolutely one. Yeah, I know, Temo. Right about Hank. I know. Yeah, there was a yeah, there was a few of them, man. There was a few of them. They acted like that shit was some normal stuff. Ramiro, yeah, yeah. Serge is on the lista. Yeah, I ran a couple yards. I didn't get validated. I was lucky that I ended up staying under the radar. And then when I ended up in Cheyenne and they found that I was there, they called me in. They told me they knew who I was. They said I didn't have enough time for them to mess with me. They're gonna let me just do me. Um, and then before I was made, at Esquina, I ran a couple yards for some carnales también. So a few of them. I can't respect no bean smasher. Yeah. It was crazy, Jojo. Yeah. Going in, I mean, and it was what's even crazier is it was normalized. Like I'm speaking about it now, like it's some crazy shit. But to be honest, when I went in there, like it was like you look at it, you're like, oh, that's what they do. That's crazy. Okay, whatever. You see it. I mean, you don't want to take no. Most. I wasn't with it, but it was like whatever, man. I would trip when it was the dudes that didn't have no time to do like what the hell. And then a lot of them didn't think that made them homosexual. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them thought those were real broads. And as long as they ain't the ones, doing all the crazy stuff, then they weren't homosexuals. I disagree. You know what I mean? Whatever. Bien, carnal, gracias. Quick question. Whatever happened to Kukui from T-Town? He was an older vato when I was in my late teens back in 97, 98. I don't know what happened to him. I know who you're talking about too, but and I've been so out of the loop because I took off to the feds and then I walked away. So I don't know about a lot of people anymore where they ended up, and especially if son parte, and I haven't tried to keep track. There was a vato named Smiley and Winslow who was from Yuma into that Halle in the 90s. Shit, the 90s, bro. There was a lot of vatos into that. I don't want to start mentioning names and pulling people's covers, but there was a lot of dudes that were with that. It wouldn't. Almost every yard I hit, I would see that shit going on. It was crazy. What's up, Beezer? Some homie came from SMU2 and was telling me about the caqueros. I almost took flight because he must have been with them to know so much, que no? No, I'm telling you, it's because it's normalized. Everybody knows. You're seeing it. The fact that he knew so much really couldn't tell you nothing because, I mean, they don't hide it, bro. I'm telling you, they would walk around like these are the rucas. It was a trip. Cucuy from Westside Finiquera, 87th Ave. I don't know him. I remember there was a Cucuy. His last name was Aguilar. Yeah. He was older, though. He had one blue eye. It was crazy. And then on his head, he had an eagle tattooed. I don't know where he was from. Some homies butter their tortillas in a totally different manner. Yeah. Armando Vaqueros, I think. All right. It was normal to them, and I look at it this way: if you are pitching or catching, it's still baseball. That's how I looked at it too. I mean, but yeah, you're right. It was normal. They thought that was a ruca. It's crazy. Logistics, time, movement, materials, and goals. Gerardo, absolutely. Pull out the lista. Just kidding. There was a Cheeto with breasts and towers one time when they stripped us down and sat us on the yard. He had to walk with his hands behind his back. Jojo. You like the Dodgers. I don't really watch baseball. Um, I don't follow it. To me, I know I'm gonna get yelled at again by a bunch of fools that love it, but it's just a boring game to watch, bro. I wouldn't. I love. Playing it's cool. We used to play it in the yard out there, play softball and shit. But just sit there watching that, man. I don't know. I can't do it. To all you LA homies, you Dodgers about to get eliminated. EJG. I would have been pointing and laughing at those fools. What happened to the video from last night, Cricket? It's gonna come out right now. I'm gonna put it back up. I had to take out a couple words that I said when that Vato Richard was on, but I'll put it back. I cleaned it up already. I just gotta release it. What's up, Mr. Roboto, by the way? I don't think I've seen you yet today. So we got 64 viewers in here. We've been on longer than I said as far as the other one, so we can let people come in and talk. So you guys want to try that now? We can shut this one down. We shut this one down. I'll come right back on, and then anybody that wants to come on to talk, I'll put the link out, start putting the link out, and people can tap in and talk, tell their story. I know there was a couple people that that said they'd like to. I know we went longer than I was trying to, but I know T Rilla and Freedom Liberty both wanted to come on. Right on, Carlos. You the main one that hit me over my head last time. Hit the like button, help the channel out. Gracias, brother. So, yeah, I can shut this one down and come back. Right, we'll just come right back. Hopefully we don't lose too many people. But anybody that wants to come on and talk about whatever, you know what I'm saying? And if Richard is on, you're welcome to come on too, bro. We can rap about what we were talking about last night. Just let me know. Georgia, Arizona, I caught two vatos writing letters to each other, rolled them both up. I won't tolerate that. When I was in the running, there was some domestic violence with my neighbors. I had no idea they swung that way. Oh, and writing unit? Is that what you're talking about? You said running, but the thing probably changed your shit. You're talking about writing unit? Yeah, it was crazy. A lot of them. The way it would go. So what do you guys think? You want to try that? We can shut this one down, come back, and I can post the links and stuff so that we can so other people can come on and talk. If anybody else want to talk about their own their own life, what they had going on, whatever issues, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to come on and talk about that you think that the M is the best thing in the whole wide world, you could do that too. We could talk about it. Matt. Shit, Rick. Nah, I'm good. I know the homie T Rilla and Freedom Liberty both said they wanted to come on and rap. I just was there a big flaco in Santa Rita? Yeah, there was one from 9th Street. I don't know if that's the one you're thinking about. Jersey, you have more photos? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna post some more. I'm gonna put some more up. Nah, nobody blocked Richard. They blocked that one that came out with the Chinese letters that said something about hating black people or something like that. But nobody blocked Richard. Nah, we were just rapping with him. Matter of fact, I tried to send him the link so he could come on and we could talk. Um, all that coffee is a diuretic. I don't drink coffee, bro. Kid DG. I don't drink coffee. I thought Cuervo's girl got caught up with the feds. She did. Margie. That's my girl's tia. That's how I met my girl, was through Margie. But at that time Margie was Longo's girl. And when he went to death row, then Cuervo got with her. She did. She got 5 years in the joint for that. She just died actually a couple months ago. What time is Chow Cricket Wolf Mouth? I'm starving. Man, I'm hungry too, bro. I ain't ate all day. I went to work at 8 and just got stuck in the whole world to Sales. Beezer, you know, I gotta throw some sarcasm into it. Who's Richard? Richard was the dude last night that came on here and was I guess defending the Emme's existence, saying that it was such a great thing, and I got a little upset. I would get on to, but I have no gang activity experience. No soy veterano. Matt. Large Marge from Glendale. Yeah. She's originally from Glendale. Yeah, Marge Camacho. Did you know her, Jojo? Oh no, I think you heard it before, huh? So then you never found out what happened to Lil Toilet Clogger from Barrio Big Pond? Yeah, he got whacked, bro. He got whacked by the toilet clogger. Yeah, they got him. Oh yeah. So what's up? Is T Rilla, you still here? And Freedom Liberty? Are you two still in the chat? Let me know, cause if you guys still want to come on, we can do this. If anybody wants to come on, let me know and we can go over there. I don't want to shut it down if you guys don't want to do it. Just ate a cold ass chimichanga from Filiberto's. They don't care for customers anymore. Hey, when I went the last man, I got a picture of it too, bro. Where is it? It should be in my phone. I bought the chorizo plate, bro. That thing was huge, bro. It was like $5. They put chorizo con huevos, the tortillas, like a whole. Man, that shit was so good, man. Joey Sigma, shit. I'm making popcorn. It's getting good. Richard is the one that said Emma creates structure. Yeah, that was him. He said that they created structure and stopped rape and bullying and all that because I guess before the Emma, the raza was real weak and just bent over for everybody. I know Large Marge. I lived with her when I was younger. What? What are you talking about? Richard got us scared. Sean Cervantes. Yeah, RJ, that was yeah, that was him. He's the one that didn't give Skeena in the riot. So when we got to Buckeye, I had him hit, and then he told SSU that it was me, so they locked me down for the conspiracy to do a Group A, great bodily harm. Just chilling out here at Candle Park, watching the lights at the fair. Freedom is so great. F the Pinta light. Yeah, you ain't lying, JT Phoenix. Man, I remember that fair when you would on the freeway. I don't know what they're called now anymore, but with that big ass loop that you go over when you're going north, and you see the Ferris wheel and everything right there. Man, that shit was feed, man. Just chilling out here, yeah. Nothing like Filiberto's 90s prices, homie. They be reaching in your pocket nowadays. Oh, yeah. Is there something you want to tell us, JoJo? Right? I'm eating cake. It was my sister's birthday today, the big 3-5. Oh, nice. Tell her happy birthday, Batman. In regards to Richard's statement, I know that there is chaos in the IHP yards. There's fools in crews taking tienda and shit. And fools on the renouncer yards were writing GPRs saying it's all crazy. JT Phoenix, good shit, brother. Come get some of this Happy Joe's, man. What kind of food do they sell, EJG? The Happy Joe's? Is it like hamburgers and stuff or something different? Arizona Diablo, right? That's why I call the owner before I go. How did you guys come up with your guys' own symbol for MF flag? I don't know. That's way before my time, brother. They took a little bit of from the old patch from the 70s and then just added their own little thing to it. But that was drawn up in shit. I guess it'd be late 70s, early 80s. So I'm not exactly sure who made it. I mean, I know the symbolism of it supposedly. I mean that's in it. Um, but that's yeah. I don't know exactly because there's so many different stories about what this and that means and all that. So I remember that Diablo. Yeah, you go. The fair was just going on just to go gangbang back then. They wanted to come back to GP. That right? Hmm. Gang units at the fair. I remember Arizona Diablo. Yeah. Shit. Them fools just roll deep. Well, look, Ricky, you need to expand your platform so you can reach out to them and have them entertain the thought of what you went through and manifest reality. I'm trying, brother. Temog, I don't know if you heard, but I was approached. I got emailed by somebody who has access to Adobe Mountain, and they invited me and Chop to go speak to the kids in there and stuff. So we're just trying to figure out the logistics because I'm not in Arizona right now. But we got other things going on. In the background that I'm trying to work on, stuff like that. Different situations. So yeah, that's the plan, bro. Absolutely. I mean, as far as with this channel and trying to get it bigger, I mean, this is a great thing too. I know it reaches a lot of ears, but at the same time, it probably doesn't reach the target audience because most of them are probably locked up in them juvenile halls and the Adobe's and the CYAs or whatever, all that other stuff. So yeah, it's crazy. Did you have any particular skills or talents that you turned into a highlight when you were on the inside? Not really, Kid DG. I mean, my last 5 years in the feds, I was maintenance in the facility, so I kind of used that just to with my general maintenance knowledge. Just so I use that now for work. Yep, 100 Arizona Diablo. Hey, bro, you think if enough ex-members start popping up, it might make this activities to make a move to save face? It might make actives some. I know you don't care. Just a question: what goes through their minds? It might make this active to make move to save face. Um, I don't know, bro. I think that if given the chance, they'll make a move anyway. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but that's the point. It's if they're given a chance. They're not a lot. The dudes that are willing to put in work like that, bro, ain't usually on the streets just chilling anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're willing to do all that, they're doing it, and they're gonna be torcido. So it ain't what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get away with that stuff as much as, we used to. Those gang unit Judas were on that juice. AZ Diablo swelled up. Yeah, they were. So Cuervo's still good, in good standing. I thought he was all bad. No, he's still in good standing. They just stripped him, I guess, of the rank, but he's still uh, considered good, I guess. He's in Victorville in the feds. Yeah, Temoco. Yeah, hopefully, brother. I mean, we're trying. You know what I mean? That's all we can do. We do our best and a ver qué pasa, right? Hey, Cricket. So at the end of your Emma day, what were you going to miss the most, or if anything? Matt. Probably there wasn't really necessarily anything about the Emma I would miss the most. It was probably more few of the carnales. I got real close to a few brothers that it felt like beyond MS stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like we really had love for each other and we're down for each other. The problem is, I also knew that if if the opportunity arose, if something happened, that they'd probably take me out, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But when I did that, I was like, it wasn't an easy thing to do, mostly because of that. I knew I was walking away from some good people. You know what I mean? Um, Relationships that I had had for tons of time. Me and Chino went back to way before even being carnales. It was a trip. It's pizza, bro. Anyone from Midwest knows. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. With tech these days, you can track down every family member of your enemy, so it's pretty stupid for locked up guys to beef with free killers. Yeah. What happened? You guys all back? I see what you did. All right. Yeah. It's way up or what? With tech, yeah. Mr. Roboto, yeah, homie, they were the epitome of the word shady. Oh, the gangs go shit. Yeah. I remember I got pulled over by the gang squad, bro. The main one, they lied, bro. They lied on me. They found a gun under the passenger seat. They tried to say that I said it was mine. I made a spontaneous statement saying it was my gun. Never happened. I ended up taking it to trial and beating them, bro. They were sick. And um, the main one, their sergeant, man, I can't remember his name now, but he got on the stand and was talking about my tattoos like he knew what they were about, and it was crazy. But I got found not guilty. It was crazy. That case was, and the only reason I got found not guilty is because they lied. Because when they said that on the scene that I said that, then when they get me in the room on camera, the dude's like, I know you told me out there it wasn't your gun, but I got to read you your rights. We got to do all this stuff formally. I'm like, all right, cool. So in front of the jury, you just told them I told you it was my gun on the scene, and here you are on this video saying that on the scene I told you it wasn't. So because of that lie, they lost. If he would have done that, they would have found me guilty. It was crazy. Facing 10 years plus a 604T gang enhancement of 3 years. 13 years, and I got found not guilty. They were a little upset. The youngsters, yeah. Cetre, Karma. Where are we at? So Cuervo's still good stat. Thought he was all bad. Where am I at? I already read all that. Where are we at? Did you know about those named Big Neck or Woodstock from Garfield? No, I didn't. I don't remember those two names. Cricket, were you in Adobe when Michael Carbajal went to talk to the kids at the indoor basketball gym next to the swimming pool? No, I wasn't there for that. Did you ever break the reglas in a major way? Um, I mean, yeah, we were getting high, we politicked, Did you ever have any COs or street cops in your pocket? No, I never did. Kid DJ, Kid DG. I never did. No, I never had any like that. They always lie, cricket. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy that they can do that. You know what I mean? And then even when you catch them, like nothing, bro. There's no repercussions, no nothing. ¿Qué onda? How does Ruben Melendez from the 70s stay healthy when all these newer carnales are from a different era? Just a thought. Robert Martinez. I don't know, bro. That's a question I have as well. Being out of state. I think mostly just because that's the way it's been. So, they're cut when they come in, new carnales, they're just happy to become carnales. They're not gonna kick up no dust about who the metal supposedly is. So that's what I think probably be the reason for that. Damn cricket, that's crazy, bro. Matt. I don't remember what I said. The about my end days. I remember when I first hit the joint in '91. Wato Head used to have me keep watch him and Tatiana. Oh yeah, Wato. Wato Head was another one. That's right. And then he hooked up with that one Liz. Remember, Liz was she from Chandler? Yeah, that's crazy. JT Phoenix, you call it. I remember that. And in my case, both detectives got caught lying on the stand and got Brady listed. Oh yeah. See, I don't think they had that Brady list stuff yet, or maybe they did. I don't know. I beat that in two. It was 2003. Matter of fact, I got found not guilty, got out, and a fucking 11 days later got blocked back up because Dreamer set us up. If I would have got found guilty, I would have got 13 years, but I would have never, got hit for all that other stuff. But eventually, they probably would have got me for that too. They don't stop trying to solve murders. I'm not one to say they ever planted evidence, but I've seen things and time handed out because of it. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, bro. I mean, it's crazy. Some of them are as dirty and it's gacho because they're supposed to be the law. You know what I mean? And they're playing the game as bad as we are. I guess we can't complain, huh? Did you ever smash any female guards or white shirts? Nah, bro, I never got to pull one. I see some of them brothers and man, big cheapas, man. He was a lucky motherfucker. He used to pull white. He pulled a sergeant at a Bisbee. He pulled not the Pinta Bisbee, but she was from Bisbee. Um, he pulled a sergeant. I think he ended up marrying a white shirt. Yeah, I never did. Never got one. Hey, Carnal, did you ever know two Carnales named Pookie or Chunky? I don't know no Pookie, but yeah, that was Chunky from Garfield, Eddie Munoz. Carnal, do you know Kiko from West Side Chicanos or Chad Munoz? I don't know Kiko, but I know Chad Munoz. That's Chunky's brother, actually, from Garfield, Little Casper. But I didn't know Kiko. Cricket, when I was young, I'm still young. I'm not on the active as much anymore. Going getting locked up, but I still have the cops pull me over and take picture of my tattoos. Is that right? Yeah, I got that a lot when I was a kid. It's been a long time since I've been home and in any areas where I've had to worry about it. But yeah, they telling you that time when they pulled me over with the gun, I was on 35th Avenue going south towards McDowell. And they were going north and they saw me, but just driving like this, they saw me and they flipped the bitch. They did a U-turn, got behind me. I turned into the neighborhoods and tried to take off. They ended up catching me, obviously, and I went to trial for it. But man, they were going a whole different direction and they did a U-turn and got me, man. It was crazy. They keep telling me on cash me, but I'm not on the streets as much. I just go to work and come home. They said they want to lock me up. Yeah, be careful, bro, because they will set you up. No bullshit. I mean, sad to say, but some of our past catches up to us sometimes. So you just gotta maintain doing what you're doing, you know. Respect, mate, from Southeast London. Good content, bro. Thank you, Guy Murdoch. Appreciate that. Man, Southwest London. Southeast London. Orale. But I'm not doing pretty good staying out of the streets now and working and staying home. Oh, you're doing good. Yeah, Simon. I'm doing pretty good. That's good, Ray Diaz. You got to, bro. Ain't no future in that other shit no more. Or ever, really. Shout out to London. Yep, from Phoenix. Right on, Diablo. The police say they're going to catch me. I just look at them. Yeah. I mean, they can't catch you if you ain't doing nothing, you know what I mean? Just got to be careful for anyone that they want you a little too bad. In 91, were you in Perryville with Tatiana and Bert? No, I never been to Perryville, money dog. I never made it out there to Perryville. I was close with Marrohead and Pablo, pero art wasn't about business. It went straight to the neck. I will touch on that subject when I email you. Órale, Temoc. Absolutely. I just stay home, save for that way. Simon. Shout out Arizona. Thank you, God Murdoch. Rogelio Hernandez. Saturday night watching your channel, Carnan. Tried watching another one, but you're an honest vato. Keep it up, Brother Brown. Thank you, Rogelio. Gracias. Appreciate that. Cricket Longo lived with me in Tucson back in 2000. Me, Juanillo, Montiel, Big Al, Pancho, Cantu, Marty Arvizo, and Longo. Oh, yeah, when he got out? Yeah, I remember when all of them were out there. Marty Arvizo, that also, right, from Chandler? Yeah, I remember when they got out all that. Me and Longo were once he went in for that other thing, we were in the county, we were on the 6th floor together for a while. Good long time. Juanillo's back in. Him and Greg killed Lorenzo, little man from Cofields. Big Al's through. Pancho Cantu's through. Marty's through. All of them took off. What's up from Masusa? What's up, J Canyon City? How you doing? I seen a car today that said only gay cops pull me over. Yeah, you asking for trouble. Cricket, what really happened to Casper from San Diego and Yuma? Was he asleep when that happened or he just got caught slipping? I've heard both versions. That's why I asked. Oh. You talking about when 40 and Wildcat stomped him to death? That's the one you're talking about, right? He just got caught slipping from what I heard. 40 told me about that one. That's the one when they killed him. No, you said Yuma. I'm sorry, that's a different one because that was in Douglas. I don't know what happened. When did this Casper one happen, bro? I'm not sure, David Rodriguez, to be honest. Have a good night, Cricket. To all your viewers, I would like to jump on your live, give my positive thought. Damn, Carlos, I wish you would have told me that. Like I said, I would have got off and got on that other one where I can pull people in. We could do it tomorrow night, though, for sure. I won't even go on this platform. I'll use the other one that where we're allowed to have 2 people on or more, and we'll do it that way. Cause yeah, this one won't let me have more than me. But since Chop wasn't coming on, I just got on like this. But tomorrow we'll do it the other way. That way, those who want to come on and rap can do that. Check the blocked messages. There's blocked messages. I don't have any blocked messages, bro. I don't see any. Money Dog Tito took off, bro. When he got out, he gave a fake address to everybody, and no one heard from him again when he paroled. I remember getting a straight through call out of the blue from Big Casper from 35th back in the day when the small cell phones first came out. Homie was getting his smash with a guard. Oh yeah, that's a big motherfucker too, bro. He was a good dude, man. Yeah, I don't see any blocked messages. Where's Bobby B, man? He ain't talked in a while, huh? Okay, it's not the Casper I thought it was from RJ. That's when they separated everyone, if memory suits me, right? 2002. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's when they did, but that was the one that I know of. Um, was ¿cómo se llama? 40 ounce and Wildcat killed that vato from Califas in Douglas when that little guerra was going on. You said Yuma though, so I don't think that's the same one. And then they didn't even take him to trial. They had blood and everything, bro. And they ended up saying that they were not gonna. They dropped it. They didn't pursue charges, or they didn't. They refused to prosecute due to there was no jury appeal. They said. Isn't that crazy? They said the jury don't give a damn about prison murders. You meet lots of low-level vatos acting like Superman until you pull their card. Yeah, Jojo. That's Richard Rodriguez. What's up, Richard? How you doing, brother? So Richard's back. How you doing, bro? Everybody thought I blocked you. I don't do that. I wouldn't block you. Jojo, I want to say I seen that same car somewhere also. Could have been different though. Have you heard of that bottle named Dicky Leon? Yeah, there was a carnal named Dicky Leon of that bottle. Oh, you probably put Vato and the stupid machine. This thing changed it. But yeah, Dicky Leon, he was a carnal. He was a biker. But yeah, yeah, I heard of him. Arizona, yeah, Big Casper. Miss him every day. I had love for that fool, man. We went way back, bro. Man, I can't think of. I had tattoos from him too, but I covered them up because I got, I ended up sleeving everything up, so I had everything to match. But I had some tacas from him. Didn't mean to get you like that, bro. It's all good, Richard Rodriguez. I honestly don't. I mean, I don't know if you really believe that. I just don't see it that way, man. Honestly, I was there, bro. Um, I played that game, and it's what it is. It's a game, and the problem with that is these kids don't know that. They don't go into it with their eyes open, like you said. And I know you think that they do because these are carnales that are getting made and all that, but bro, we all aspire to be that when we're that age. You're just trying to get in because it's the thing to do. And you don't know the internal stuff until you're there. You hear, hey, that carnal got killed because he didn't want to do this or he didn't want to do that. But then once you're in, you kind of hear what it's about. And it's like, what the hell? That was why they killed him? That wasn't what I thought. That's not what I heard. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when you said that, I mean, it upset me, but I didn't mean to. Again, I wasn't being disrespectful or nothing. I just don't agree, and I'm passionate about that. Bobby B eating dinner, yeah, the one you're talking about was Sleepy, David Rodriguez. Oh, is that who it was? The one that got killed over there? Yeah, I didn't know the name. I just remember Cuarenta told me about it. That's the one that him and Wildcat did. All right, Max Dimas Lopez, ya sabes. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. I strangled Devil from Southside Phoenix for letting the llantas. Oh yeah, you strangled him. I don't know if you should talk about it like that on here. Richard Rodriguez, Platica. Huh? Richard. Didn't mean to get you like that, bro. Platica? I don't know if you said something before that, bro. Homie's artwork was off the chain. Yeah, he got down. Casper was good, bro. Rogelio Hernandez, when you go back to the Montana, take me with you. Would like you to rap to my niece and nephew. Back to the montaña. Okay. Yeah. Niece and nephew. When I try to give them school, they look at me like I sold out on the vida and just want to hear war stories. Yeah. All right, bro. I absolutely will. I'll look. Yeah. I mean, if they allow me to bring more than chop and all that, we'll get that worked out. Because I can tell them obviously who you are and everything, so shouldn't be an issue. Jojo, aka Iceman. I'm a professor in political science, and every environment needs rules and regulations, and criminals don't respect guards. And just like in society, there's government and acts to instill peace. That may be true, Richard Rodriguez, but these are the wrong individuals to put in that type of power. The rules that they instill are beneficial only to them. You know what I mean? Like they're not doing it. Oh shit, Matt, $10. Good night, everyone. God bless you. I'm falling asleep. My lady tell me to get off the phone at all so I can knock out. All right, Matt. Thank you, brother, for that $10 and what you sent earlier, bro. Appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow. You have a good night. But no, Richard, like I was saying, the problem is I understand that society needs rules and regulations and stuff, but these individuals that we're talking about don't. The rules and regulations that they put out there are beneficial to only them. And as far as that, the propaganda, like what you said about the stopping rape and bullying, that's not true. I've seen it. They're the bullies. They're into that. They do all that. So I mean, maybe the oppressed became the oppressor, but I don't even believe that. It's hard for me to believe. I've been in the joint. It's hard for me to believe that before the M, Raza was just bending over and getting fucked in the ass because they were what, weak? I don't believe that. I don't believe that the M made the people as a whole stand up with some type of self-respect and integrity. No one's gonna allow themselves just to get raped. Emmett don't need to be there for that. That fool lived, but he was crying for like 3 days. I accidentally cracked his head open, Spencer. Jojo. Some kids don't have that positive guidance. You ever ran into New Mexico vatos? Yeah, Jesse Rodriguez, a couple of them. Man, all rules and power can and will corrupt if not checked. That's the problem. There's nobody there to check that. And that's the issue. That's where we're at now. You got these kids blinded by just wanting to be one of the big dogs, looking up to the killers. I mean, that's the honest truth. And I know you were saying last night that the rules are set, they know what they are, so it's not their fault, all that. But again, you got kids that are 14 years old saying when they grow up they want to be a carnal. They can fathom what the hell is going on in that clique. But they want so bad to be a part of it, willing to kill and do all that stuff. So they have no idea what they're getting themselves into. Or look, I'm going to kick back, watch a movie with my grandkids. I took custody of them in 2015 and spent as much time with them as possible. Y ahora quieren pizza. All right, then, Walk, ya sabes. Living the good life, bro. Take care of them kids. That's good, bro. Ahí te guacho. Email me, bro, como dijiste. Ahí hablamos. I think it's time to get Richard in and on live so we can fully flesh this conversation out. Yeah, tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna come on the other platform so we can. I'll put the link out there. I did it last night. A lot of people thought I blocked you, Richard, because of what happened, and like I said, I didn't. Um, I'm not about that. I mean, you got an opinion, and even if you weren't a professor in political science and you were just some kid, that's even better. I mean, I'm hoping to change people's minds that are, that believe all that nonsense. Joe Giorgiano was a Diablo from Southside Policy. Everybody in this chat, man, to hit the like button one time for your mind. Gracias, Ray Diaz. Whatever happened to Thumper from AB? He was with us in CB3. AB fell apart, Robert Martinez. Even Bruce Lowry debriefed, bro. He's in Buckeye. Big Cricket, can you speak on them new Mex Vatos, how they roll? I don't know much about them. I do got some paperwork because, they sent Greyhound over there and he was running around with some of them S&M Vatos. Um, he should be on hopefully next week. I'll have him on I think, Saturday. We're going to try and get him on tonight, but I was waiting for this paperwork to get here, and I got it now. New Mexico ended up kicking him out of New Mexico because they said he was trying to show S&M how they were doing it in Arizona. And I'll put all that stuff out there, but yeah, we're going to talk about that stuff. I don't know much about it, so people that have been like him, he was there doing time. He can go ahead and rap about that, his experiences. Anyone see that road rage shooting on 43rd in Peoria? Chick shot a dude in the head with his family in the car. He almost went in that big canal. It's crazy. Over driving crazy or something. It's a trip. Richard, every been about that life or around that life, because if he was, he would understand that what everyone is saying. No, but I understand where he's coming from now, especially what he's talking about with because of the political science part and all that. Problem is, it's just it's not comparable to society or any of that type of it's just not. You're talking about Lord of the Flies here compared to real government, and that's the problem. It's a dog eat dog, and and a lot of people join it because they think it's love and family, carnales. You know what I'm saying? You're calling this dude your brother, and then you whack him for what? Some slight that they supposedly did. So yeah, I mean, I understand it. Where are we at? My cousin's dad was a carnal renouncer, and he tells it from both sides. I could tell it from both sides too. The problem, like I said, I was no innocent victim in it. I played the politic games. I killed. I did it. I know. I get it. But my point is that that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I want these kids to know that. And if they're gonna still go into it, well, then go in with your eyes open, and then we could say, well, you knew what you were getting into because these dudes been on YouTube telling you the real now. There's no excuse. It's no longer veiled in secrecy and people don't know what it's about. It's just these grand people that changed lives and stopped rape and all this great gestures that they did for the prison system and the raza. Now there's no excuse. That's bullshit. That's not true. Now it's politics. Now all of that. And I've said it a bunch of times here. I'm not no innocent victim. I played it. I did it. I was part of it. I get it. I'm here to tell you what it is. That's it. There is two sides. I know. I get it. But everyone knows the other side. I want to tell you the side that no one knows. He says, like everything, it has to be good and bad. It all depends on the operator. Yeah, but at the same time, it's not. Because I'll give you an example. There was a carnal named Aslan, even the one I killed, Garfield. But let's use Aslan real quick. This brother got out. He killed another carnal named Big Hank Lugo for the carnales. And then they killed him because they said he was using drugs. The problem with that is the two individuals that killed him were also using drugs. The reason they killed him is because maybe later he could be a witness because they were the one of them had went in there and killed Big Hank with him. They did it together. So they were co-defendants. So these two brothers said, well, Aslan gotta go now because he could tell on me one day. Well, how do you kill Aslan? He's a carnal. Well, he's doing drugs. It's against the rules. But these two brothers are getting high too. So what did Aslan do wrong? Where's the operator error there? And that's just one example of many that has happened over and over and over again. Like I said, I did it. I'm no innocent victim. Me and Chino used the excuse we killed Garfield, and that night we got high to celebrate killing him. And the excuse we used to kill him was that he was doing drugs. And then that night we celebrated by doing drugs. Where's his operator error? Where's the good and bad there? That's all I'm saying. These dudes thought we were all brothers. They shouldn't die for getting high, right? I wouldn't kill my real brother for that. Would you? Why did you get upset? There's always two sides to a story, sometimes three, two lies and the truth. Yeah, I know, Charlie Hustle. Like I said, I said here I shouldn't have got upset like that. I said that. I need to be able to have a regular dialogue or debate because I'm going to be talking to individuals that have that frame of mind, especially the kids that look up to all that. I know, I get it. I said that. I did 20 years, got out and work at Georgia University, right? Georgia, Arizona. I was wondering if it was him. Hello, you're crazy, bro. Let's see. Organizations are a trap, period. Don't be a sheep. Did you know Güero from VHHB? I didn't. I don't know who you're talking to, Diablo, but I didn't. Francisco, and then Mike turns and wears a wire and rolls on his carnales. Yeah, Chino Mike. Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah. And that's just one example. Rogelio, we can talk about Floater. They use the same reason. Pablo said that he was getting high. He was doing too much drugs. They killed him and his old lady because she was in the house. And Floater had put in a lot of work. And you can't tell me that wasn't a political move on Pablo's part. Richard, where were you locked up? Could tell the truth I know about. Perfect example, yeah. Well, it's a dog-eat-dog world. It is, but we don't have to let the kids jump into that type of shit, do we? I mean, we know this now, right? So do you not warn people that are headed in that same direction? If you know that if you just got bit by a shark in the goddamn water, are you going to let your kids and everybody go jump in that same water? Or do you warn them? Or do you just say, well, that's what sharks do. People get bit. It is what it is. Dog eat dog. That's not good enough, bro. That's just not good enough. It is a dog eat dog world. But so warn them. Let the kids know that. Let them know that who you looking up to are dogs that are going to eat your ass. You ain't walking into some brotherhood here. And I get it. As adults, we can sit here and say, come on, they know what they're doing. They know these are killers. They're kids. They're looking up to these dudes. They glorify the murders. They when you hear of a carnal that's killed 10 vatos, you're like, wow, he killed 10 dude. That dude got bodies. That's how they think. That shit is good to them. That's what they want. That's what they're looking up to. That they don't understand that they're the next fucking body. That's the problem. Hey, Cricket, have you spoken or had any communication with Chino and the feds, or have you heard anything about him? How's he doing? He's locked down. They got him on no human contact. I haven't had any contact with him in many years, um, but and so I don't know much about him as far as how he's doing. I would assume it's a lonely existence. I mean, they got him on the no human contact thing. So Cricket from Big Gabe and Phoenix. What's up? How you doing, Merry Christmas? Oh, I know it's not that, but yeah, Gabe. It's Chops Primo. I got you. People tell on others for no reason. Is that not the same as killing your own bro? It is. But that's all part of that, isn't it? That's all part of that. Isn't it? So don't you warn the kids? Don't you tell the people that are coming behind you? I mean, it is. That's all part of it now. Yeah, Diablo. They've started a couple of those dropout gangs in the PC yards. Hank was a firme vato. Was he in good standing before screwing up? Yeah, yes and no. I think they were a little upset about the whole Chirolin thing. Um, and then it was other issues too. He had bonded out. He ran on that bond. He skipped on bond that they had put up for him. He got Smurf's house taken. Smurf's Ruka's house. They took her house because Hank ran on the bond, and so yeah, there was a lot of issues at the end there. Which Cardinal got the most pull right now? I mean, we toss up between Ruben and Pablo probably. All right, Arizona. All right, Diablo. Ya sabes. Have a good one, bro. Right on, Rogelio. Thanks for putting your heart into the youth cricket. Yeah. Aslan was killed because he could have told on Mike, told and walked away. Indio did the same. Both these vatos had many bodies on, but mainly from the clique. Yeah. Chino Mike had a grip of bodies. And think about it. Everybody Chino Mike and Gray killed separately from each other, they would end up killing. When they did muertes together, they didn't kill each other. But if Gray did a muerte with somebody else, he tried to take them people out. And same thing with Chino Mike. What's crazy is when they would do them together, they wouldn't do each other like that. And look, both of them ended up flipping now. They will turn on you just to keep the power and control for no reason. Yeah, it's politics. How are you doing, brother? Just sending mines to you. Hopefully we can chop it up. What's up, David Caballero? Yeah, absolutely. I got your thing. I've been working a lot here lately, bro. But ya sabes. Richard Rodriguez, no kids. No kids what? I looked up to my brother, thought the world of him, and then to eliminate him for something we all did. And then sorry, no goods, been chasing the dragon for years. Sorry, mother efforts. Yeah. Rogelio's talking about his brother, Floater. They killed Floater and his Ruka Carol in the apartment together. Right on, David. Thank you for that $5, bro. The super chat. Thank you, bro. Or super sticker. Gracias. Are you and Chino still good? Is he in still good standing? He is still in good standing. The last time we had any kind of he understood what I did when I did it. But he chose a different path, so it is what it is. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate that, bro. Sounds like after you put in work, you become a liability to them, and so they take you out. Yeah, sometimes, Gabe, that's the truth. Again, if you're not those chosen few, those ones that have the favoritism part of it, then that's what happens. They that favor that the rest have no chance, and that's part of the problem when they started the ranking system. You know what I mean? The ones that got ranked and were up there thought that it was all their clique on now, and any other carnales were liabilities that they could just throw away if need be, even if they were putting in the work that that even they were putting in. It's crazy. Where are we at right here? Let's see. $58 likes. Cool. That's good for the algorithm. Those vatos were trying to target your familia cricket is what I heard. Yeah, bro. That's what happened. How'd you hear? Well, you heard that, huh? I guess I should just go ahead and tell my damn story, what happened. So check it out. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do that. So we get set up by Dreamer. Dreamer, when he calls the meeting and we're in the hotel room, I had just got out from beating my case, the gun case. So I ended up going into going to the meeting. What's crazy was I shouldn't even have gone. I got out of Cricket Floater was my cellie in Madison for a year. He was a feeder vato. We became good friends. Much respects to his little carnal. Yeah. So I get out of beating this case. No one even knows except for Chino. He's the one that picks me up from the county. When I get out, I go and I'm living with him at his rucas in Casa Grande. My ruca was already there living with his ruca. They were really close friends. Both of them were pregnant. Nah, that's not. I'm gonna tell the story, but that's probably what they said. I wasn't facing life though, but I was facing the death penalty at the time. But probably was that story that they gave about me, Charlie Hustle. That's probably the story they threw out there. So, I go when I get out. My ruca's pregnant. Chino's ruca's pregnant. They were there together. You know what I'm saying? They were living together. So when I get out, I go there. When I go to Casa Grande with Chino, that fool had that little town on lock. But I'm just getting out. So when I get there, I'm playing. I remember I was in his house and I'm playing that. It had just come out not long before that, the Grand Theft Auto shit, right? And I go with him around this little town, and he's running Casa Grande like it's a pinta, bro. Some vato had stole some girl's necklace. He ends up finding the vato, takes the necklace back, takes it to the girl. The girl pays him, and I'm like, damn, fool, you got this whole place on lock, right? And so he has the whole town slanging vidrio for him, everything. He's doing good. I can't stay up like him. He's doing that vidrio shit. I'm fresh out. I need to, but when he goes out, he's, doing his thing. So I think it's the next morning after I got out, we're in the car driving. Big Casper calls Chino and he tells him, hey, bro, this weekend, which was like a day later, 2 days later, it's like we're going to have a mandatory meeting at the Embassy Suites on the freeway in Greenway. So Chino's like, all right, bro, da, 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 and he hangs up. And I was like, who was that, bro? And he's like, it was Casper. I was like, why didn't you tell him I was here, bro? He's like, I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he tells me about the meeting. I go, I'm going to go. He goes, nah, bro, don't go. Just kick it. So I'll answer questions after let me tell this story, right? Um, so uh, I tell him I'm gonna go to me. He's like, nah, just kick it, fool. Like, you don't need to go. I go, nah. Call Casper back. So he calls him. I get on the home, like, what's up, fool? He's like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, what are you doing today? He thinks I'm still in the county. He don't know I beat the charge yet. He thinks Chino just called him on three-way for me like I was doing before, just a few days before while I was still in county. And I'm like, I'm right here with Chino. He's like, what do you mean you're right here? I go, I'm in the car, fool. I beat that shit. I got found not guilty. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. I was like, Chino was it? Because Chino came to my trial and everything, sent my clothes with me, right? And I'm like, all right. So I'm like, yeah, brother, I got found not guilty. The cop lied, bro. They caught him lying. The jury found me not guilty. He's like, damn. I was like, so I go, what's up, bro? When's the meeting? He's like, nah, you don't gotta come, bro. You kick back. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna go, bro. And he's like, man, you're just fresh out, bro. Just do your, get your shit together. I go, no. I'm gonna be there, bro. So the meeting happens. While we're there, Dreamer looks at me and is like, bro, Grillo, you can't be out here acting like a cowboy like you and Sinner were last time. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, you guys were fucking just killing people left and right. And I'm like, nah, bro. No, we weren't. That's fucking Sinner. That's not me, bro. Like, what are you talking? Like, who are you talking about? So now I feel like I have to justify myself. This brother's a lieutenant. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, well, what about this? But he starts naming names, and so I'm like, well, no, that was Sinner. And this happened. Well, what about this guy? I go, well, him we did, but we were justified. It was because this, and that. So we go down the line. The ones that he knows are justified, like Garfield, he can't question, but he brings it up anyway. He's like, "What's up with He goes, "How the hell did you guys get Garfield? But what happened?" So me and Chino start rapping like we're telling him, and like we're just talking. Turns out he was working with the feds. There's cameras all in the room, right? So then we all decide too that we're gonna continue, like what's next. So we talk about the murders that needed to happen after that, who we were gonna get, and then Dreamer at the end says, "Hey, I got these paisas that have got this cocaine, and we got to do this and this, the whole deal, right?" So when we meet back over there a couple days later, we get this cocaine and we move it. And it turns out it's all the feds' cocaine, right? Dreamer set us up with all that. So they arrest us. I'm only out 11 days. I get arrested. They kick me the door in on La Quinta Inn on, I think it's 19th and Thomas or something, right? There was a La Quinta on the corner and I think a Comfort across the street. We had rooms at both hotels. We're in the room. They kick in the door. They get us. Me, Tyson, and Chino are in that room. And my Ruka and two other broads are there too, right? So they arrest us. Chino has a quarter pound of vidrio in his pocket. So they take him to CCA. Me and Tyson, we don't have nothing on us. They just got us on violations. We go back to Alhambra. And they shoot me out to Yuma. We still don't know nothing about Dreamer setting us up. So when I'm in Yuma, Chino's Ruka writes me and says, "Hey, they arrested your girl. We went into town to get clothes, this and that. So my girl got arrested, right? They charged her in our case." So I'm like, okay. I get pissed off, and I go to the SSU office. I'm like, "Hey, you talk to the task force?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Call them fools, man. Tell them I never made shit personal with them. Why are they making this shit personal?" And so he's like, "All right, whatever." He calls me back and says, "Hey, they said they're going to be here to see you next Wednesday." I'm like, okay. So that Wednesday comes, they don't come. Wednesday after that, they pull me out. So I go out there. They have a new indictment. They hand it to me and they say, "As you can see, the person that's not in that indictment was working with us." So I look at it. Dreamer's not on the indictment. So I said, "Well, how's Dreamer doing?" The food told me, "Oh, he's doing great, sipping piña coladas." I was like, all right. So then they try to start showing me the videos of me talking about the murders. And I'm like, I don't want to see that. I don't care, man. I'm done here. And I look back at the SSU block. I go, we done here? And he shrugs his shoulders and points at them, like when they say. I'm like, nah, it's when I say I'm done. I'm out of here. So I stand up, and they're like, well, we got to talk about your custody. You can't be on this yard, this and that. So whatever, they lock me down. Uh, they put me in the CDU of Dakota, and then the next morning, not Dakota, Dakota, yeah, right, Yuma, Dakota, because I was on Cheyenne. They put me in CDU in Dakota though. 40 was there. I was with Simple. Simple was right across from me. When I get to the hole, me and him are talking through sign language, and I'm telling him, Dreamer set us up. I just saw the indictment and shit, right? So the like 3 hours later, it's like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, two sergeants, they roll me up, they drive me to SMU, they put me in VCU, which is called, for those that don't know, it's called Violent Control Unit in SMU. They put me in there. And that's where I finish up my little time that I have left on my violation, right? I'm only back on a violation. But I know now that I've been indicted, that I got this indictment. So when I get released, 3 weeks, 4 weeks later, whatever it was, they're there to pick me up. They take me back to Madison, and that's when it turns out they're going to house us all in Madison because they don't want to hold us in CCA. So I get to Madison, and they put me in a regular pod somewhere, not, up in the 6th floor, obviously, but that's where I start out. Luis Cisneros is across from me in another pod. There was different people there. So, yeah, JT Phoenix. So then I end up going, I'm like, all right, well, we're there, whatever, I'm here. So then I hear they brought Chino back from CCA, they brought Sinner back from CCA, and we're all there now, right? And we're in different pods. And then one day they say, okay, roll your shit up. And they move us all together they put us in 6-1, 6-2, 6-3. In 6-3, I think it was. And if you guys remember, on 6th floor, we had 6-1 and 6-2, and 6-3 was actually PC. Well, they put us over there because they thought that way we wouldn't send information to nobody. They gave us our own pod. They didn't house us with them vatos, but the other 3 pods were all PC vatos. And at that time, Freddie Garcia's up there, Jaime Sanchez is up there, that vato from Garfield, Carlos Velez is up there. So we're in our own pod though, but they did that. And then the 5th floor, right under us, they emptied that pod out so that we couldn't talk to them either or have them send us anything, right? So now we're all here, but they still haven't brought the brothers back from New Mexico. So at this time, it's me, Mean Gene, Chino, Big Casper, Tyson, Night Owl. If you're talking about Night Owl you're talking about Night Owl from the Milpas, that Luis Pesina dude. He was there, but they didn't put him in the pod with us. Matter of fact, they made fun of him because they said he rolled his stuff up like he thought he was going over there with us. But anyway, so it's Big Chipas, Little Chipas, Mean Gene, Tyson, me, Chino, Big Casper, a dude named also he wasn't a Carnal, Rory Palma. He was from La Victoria. He's up there with. They put Luis. Oh no, Luis ain't that back yet. They put, who else was that? I can't remember. Anyway, so we're all in that pot, right? A couple weeks later or a couple months later, whatever it was, they end up dropping all charges in New Mexico against Pablo, Crow, Indio, and the Cisnero brothers, and a couple other fools, Richie Rich and them dudes. They dropped the charges over there and brought them back up in Arizona. No, Bird wasn't part of that. So they bring them back from New Mexico. First time in history they said it's happened where they dismissed all charges in one district where the actual crime happened and brought them up in another. They dropped them in New Mexico and brought them up in Arizona, and the crime didn't even happen in Arizona. But they said New Mexico was scared. The judge put plexiglass in front of the jury box. She changed the locks on her courthouse. The prosecutors are running around with guns. So their lawyers were fighting and saying, "Hey, this is all prejudicial to our clients. You're making them look like real bad guys in front of these, in front of the jury going to come in and there's bulletproof glass. What are they going to think?" And the judges up there with bulletproof glass too, like it was crazy. So they ended up dismissing all charges, bringing them over here because they said there was more security in Arizona. So here they come. Indio, first he appealed. So they only bring Pablo, Crow, Luis Cisneros, Felipe Cisneros, his brother. That was it, I think, at that time. Richie Rich came up in there too, but I don't remember if he came at that time or not, but that happened, right? So they get there. I'm downstairs at that time. I remember I'm watching them come up. They're going upstairs. Boom, they put them up there. They bring, and we're like, "Where's Indio?" And this and that. He's like, "Oh, he appealed, so he's stuck over there. He'll probably be here in like another month, 30 days or so." So we're like, "All right, we're there. Now everything's good. We're all in there together. Everybody, it's 15 cells in this pod, and every cell has a carnal in it or a vato that was like also he was skina, but he was caught up with us. So we're there. Then Indio ends up coming. So now everybody's there together, right? This is the deal. They every like 2 weeks they would hit us. The goon squad would come in hard with their whole little outfits and their little cuetes and shit coming in. And every time they would move us cells, right? They'd put us in the day room, cuffed up in our boxers to the tables. They'd search all our shit. And when we come back, our shit would be in a different cell. And so we kept getting moved around. So at the time, when everything towards the end of me, I'm next door to Pablo. I'm in the corner cell. Pablo's next door to me. Next door to him, I think it's Sinner or Vinny. Not sure. Can't remember. But anyway, Pablo's next door to me. I get called. I don't know how far into it. I end up getting called for a visit. They said, the Ninja Turtles. I ended up getting called for, they said I had a legal visit, right? My lawyer didn't tell me it was coming, but whatever. They put the belly, in there they didn't use chains. In Madison, they used to use it was like a leather belt. You had a loop and then they the cuffs. So they put that on us. The problem that what they started using on just us in that pod was they would put that electric shock belt on us, and they would put our shackles on our feet, and they would also tether it with like a leash. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they would take us to visit. So when I come out and then I'm going downstairs supposedly for this legal visit, they stop on the I can't remember the floor now, but it's the floor where medical's at, kind of, right? So I'm like, what the fuck? This ain't the visit. They walk me to this room, and when they open it, it's the feds, right? It's the task force for the enemy. And I'm like, oh man, no, I ain't got nothing to say to you vatos. This and then they're like, just wait. They even brought me a burrito from Filiberto's, bro. Chorizo, I don't know what kind. I wouldn't accept it. I'm like, I don't want that shit. They threw it in the trash in front of me, like, trying to show me whatever, right? But I wouldn't accept it. I'm telling them I don't want to rap to you vatos. They're like, well, just sit down and listen. So they pull out a huila, and this is where it gets into what Roboto says. I don't know how. I mean, someone probably ended up telling the truth. Besides that, I was just weak because I'm facing fucking life or whatever the fuck was said. By this time, bro, I'm fighting my case, bro. We think we could beat it because I'm gonna say this is my thing. Obviously we probably weren't. But I was going to say, man, I was lying about all them murders. I just wanted to show off to these fools. So I'm admitting to this shit. But they had no DNA. They had no witnesses. They had nothing on me. All they had was me admitting to it to Dreamer on camera, which I guess is good enough. But I didn't give specifics. You know what I mean? I'm just admitting shit. So I was gonna say, fuck, man. These are carnales, these are my brothers, whatever. I just wanted to look like I was a big bad killer like the rest of them. I don't know. I didn't do none of that shit. That's gonna be my defense. Now remember, I'll tell you in a minute. So I go in there. They got a huila. For those that don't know what that means, it's a letter that was written where Pablo wrote, and he's telling someone on the huila that my ruca was the weak link in the case and may need to be taken out. So I read it, and I still, I tell the FIP, I don't got nothing to say to you about this. Me and Pablo are close at this time, right? I'm not tripping. I'm like, this has got to be a mistake. So when I get back up there, remember I told you Pablo's next door to me. I tell him, I get on the floor, like you lay it on the floor and you could talk real good without, everybody listening. I knock on the wall and I say, hey, carnal, you know who that was that came visit me? He's like, who? I told him it was Bert and Ernie. That's what we used to call the two main dudes for this task force, right? There was Mike Maya and Armando Salate. Those were the two main dudes. We called them Bert and Ernie. That was between us. And he's like, what the fucking marranos want? And I said, bro, they showed me a huila that you wrote about Jovan, which was my girl, right? And everybody knew my ruca. I met her through Margie, which was Longo's girl. She was Margie's niece. And, everybody knew her. Like, she used to do 3-ways for everybody. When I was in the county, she took care of the business. Whatever I needed her to do, she handled, mostly the 3-ways thing. Margie had all these lines, and all the counties were in touch with each other. And they would put them on speakers so we could talk to different towers and talk to Durango and talk, all these different shits, right? And Maruca was all in the mix because, that was her niece. So when I tell Pablo, and he's like, he stays quiet for a second. He's like, I'll come out for my hour. I come out for my hour next, bro. I'll rap with you. I said, orale. So when he comes out for his hour, why kill Baby G on the streets of Beatrice Tour? I don't know, JT. So when I damn, I lost my train of thought. Where am I at? So when I tell Pablo that I read the huila, he tells me he's gonna be out for his hour, right? So when he comes out, the first thing he does is he puts his arm up and he points at the patch, right? He has it right here the way Chopper has it. Some of you guys have seen it. A lot of carnales would put it. That's where they put it. That's where he had his. And he goes, this comes first, right? And I said, absolutely, I know that. I said, but brother, I don't have a right to have some type of say in this. I don't have a vote. I don't have nothing. Like, what's up? And I'm like, what is she doing? Like, there's nothing that she don't know nothing about nobody, carnal. All she knows is me. And I had already told her, flip on me, babe. Do your thing. Dreamer already got me. It's all on video. I'm not going to let my girl who's pregnant go down too. Tell on me. I'm through. They got me. I'm not beating this. I'm wishful, I hope. But hey, do you, right? That's what I told Maruca. The same thing that Luis Cisneros told Lorena. And they told Lorena that she could tell on him, right? So why can't I? That's what I'm thinking. So that's what I did. So then that's when Pablo tells me, the mirror, he's in the window. He's like, hey, bro, we can't let her tell like that. And I'm like, wait, carnal, why wasn't this brought to me? I'm the one who told her to do that. It just I could tell her not to do that. What the fuck? Like, what's up? She had a firme lawyer, bro. They had put her with, there was a lawyer named Pat Guitry that she beat that big Hell's Angel case. Like, she's a good lawyer. So she was pretty much good anyway. But, still, I'm not going to take no chances. Tell on me. I'm through. They got me. So, Pablo tells me, so after he points at that and all that, he was like, I'm going to do so we get the 3 walks, right? Yeah, JT, it's a trip. So I ended up being like, okay, well, he was like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna take a shower. I'll be back and rap. Orale. He goes downstairs. I can hear him. He's down there talking to Cuervo. I ain't tripping. I'm just like, man, this is fucked up. So then he showers. He logs down for his first walk, and he comes back out, right? And he goes, hey, carnal, watch out. Tell her not to do that, and it's a dead issue. We're not gonna do that shit. I'm still upset. I'm still like, damn, bro. Why wouldn't you at least like ask me, hey, bro, what do you think about this? You think this is the right thing to, something, anything. But anyway, that's what he did at that time. So when he tells me it's not gonna happen, it's all good. I'm like, okay, feed me. I'll tell her not to do that. But I don't understand. Why are you guys letting Lorena do it to Luis? That's a bigger case. That's your guys' case. It's the New Mexico case. And he says, Luis ain't no carnal. We can't let somebody tell on a carnal. It's bullshit. I know it is. Luis still got feria. Luis still got things going on. I'm through. I don't got shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to death row. I'm just another fucking sucker. I'm done. Can't offer shit no more. Whatever. So I'm there. I tell Maruca, don't flip. Let's see what we could get. What kind of case we got. And she's telling me. Pat Guitry says, there's nothing. She's already read the paperwork. There's no case against me. They don't have nothing on me. We're good. You know what I mean? So, I don't know how long later. I don't know. Maybe another month or so. I get pulled out again. This time they take me down. Same shit. This time I don't give a fuck where I'm going, right? I think they told me it was a medical. I was going to medical. But when I go, once I see them, I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to listen. You know what I mean? I sit down, I'm like, what's up? I ain't need no burritos. I'm not talking to them. I just, what? This time they had a phone call from the day before where Tyson's on the phone telling the vatos on the calles, handle that shit on Thomas. Alan Simpson, the lawyer. Now, yeah, Alan Simpson was either, yeah. So I'm on the phone. He's on the phone saying, hey, take care of that shit on Thomas, right? Maruca lived in West Chicanos barrio. She lived on 59th and Thomas, or 63rd or something, Thomas. So the placa said, we're pretty sure that's her. So that was it, bro. She had just had the baby was just born, my son. I'm going to death row. Now you're going to kill my girl. And I did all this for that? This is what I deserve? So I'm just like, all right, go grab her. Put her somewhere safe. And I'm through. Well, what's up? Now, And that was the end, bro. They got on their little walkie-talkie things. At that time, there were phones that they would push buttons and they could talk to each other. It would do some shit and they could talk. And they go, grab her. They were already ready, bro. They got her, they threw her, they put her in a hotel in Scottsdale. And I couldn't believe it, bro. I couldn't fucking believe it. And I stayed in the pod still for about 6 months. I told Chino what happened. Chino was pissed. Casper was pissed. Like, what the fuck? Chino was mad, bro. I remember. Chino told me, like, bro, you're doing the right thing. You gotta go. I'll go with you. It was crazy, man. And that was it, man. That betrayal was too much. I couldn't allow it. You're not gonna let me sit on death row and kill my ruca and leave my son a bastard after everything I did. And I'm supposed to what? Stay hard, stay down for this? And so that was it. I was through. I said, fuck it, I'm done. And I still remember that they tried to get me to like do jailhouse snitching type shit. They'll pull me, how they getting the dope in. And I was like, I ain't got nothing to say about none of that. I remember the fucking, the prosecutor got mad. Hey, he asked you a question. I go, I don't give a fuck what he asked me. I'm not here to be no fucking jailhouse snitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about this other stuff. Now, I'm not saying that, we're talking about me, but what I did, like we're doing our thing, but you ain't gonna use me up in here like this. And really, it was selfish reasons. I was getting high and shit. I didn't want to fuck that off. That's the damn truth, to be honest. Uh, but that was the end for me, bro. That betrayal, that it was like, what the fuck, man? I don't even have a say, a vote, uh, nothing. And I didn't even make a deal, bro, for me. Well, it was crazy. I didn't make no deal. I thought I was still gonna end up doing the rest of my life. I was pretty sure I wouldn't get the death penalty. But I thought I was gonna get the rest of my life. I just wanted her safe. Her and my son somewhere safe. That's it. That was it. It was stupid. I remember my lawyer was kind of mad that uh, but yeah, I just wanted her. I just And what's crazy is, I think a day or two later, I called her and she told me her mom told her that two vatos came to the house, knocked on the door, and they said that they were private investigators for a lawyer. They needed to speak to her, but that they were dressed like cholos and shit. They were just gangsters. They had been sent there, you know what I'm saying, for that shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Why wouldn't they at least dress up to at least make it look real? You know what I'm saying? If she was there, she ain't gonna come out to that shit. But yeah, them motherfuckers went over there and and uh and yeah, they went over there and they dressed like cholos, saying they were some lawyer's private investigator that need to talk to her. Uh yeah, it was crazy. But that's the story, bro. That was it. I mean, some people knew it. Some people were, but some people heard that bullshit that I was just some weak motherfucker that couldn't do the time, so I flipped. It's bullshit, man. We were there for almost a year and a half before this even happened. I wasn't flipping. I wasn't walking. I didn't care. We were there. That's what it was. I thought I could beat it. Actually, probably, maybe. They didn't have shit. No witnesses, no blood, no nothing, nothing, no forensics, nothing. They didn't have nothing. They had been trying to get me on that shit for a while. They used to, every chance they got, they talked to me about these fucking murders. And I would just laugh. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Until Dreamer got me to talk about them. And once that happened, they thought they had me. And I wasn't sure. I was like, man, I could go in there and say, I'm just trying to be cool. I'm just acting like I did all that shit. I didn't do that. What do you got? They got nothing. That's how I thought. Maybe. That's how we all think. We think we can beat all these fucking charges we get hit with. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have been found guilty. You know what I'm saying? But I had no plans to go walk away. You know what I'm saying? Like I had no plans. Motherfuckers, fuck. It was crazy. That opened my fucking eyes. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck? Pablo made me. Pablo was the carnal that fucking put his hands up for me. He used to get on the phone with my girl the first time before we were in for this case, because she would get the three ways. And he'd be like, hey, mija, how you doing? I'm here for you if you need any. When I told her, bro, because I remember I called her and I said, hey, I'm done. I'm through. When they got her and they took her to the hotel, they put me on the phone with her. And I said, ya estufa, I'm through. I remember she said, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you crazy? That's exactly what she said to me. She couldn't fucking believe it. And I said, man, Pablo was they were trying to get you whacked, man. She started crying, bro. She's like, why would he do that to me? He always acted like he was like a father to me. Like she couldn't believe it, bro. She was fucking like, what? Like she cried, bro. It was crazy. Oh man. But that was the story. Yeah, Kid DG, the lawyer, man. He was like, you should have called me. We could have made a great deal. I didn't have no plans, bro. I didn't know. I was just like, I just didn't want her to die that day. That was it. It's crazy. Can't see these words coming in. Lost a long time ago, along with everyone else. That eventually turned, yeah. Yeah, Steve. Hold on real quick, guys. Spencer. Orale, my bad. Where we at? What year was that? Yeah, I'm still with her, bro. She she stuck with me for the fuck what I ended up doing. They gave me 188 months, which was 16 years, 8 months. I mean 15 years, 8 months. And I got 10 years flat in the state too. He ran him concurrent. I think I had to give him like four. I had to give him like 14. But yeah. She when I got out, I moved in with her and my son. The good thing, bro, she kept me in my son's life throughout. Like I would call, and she would be like, "Ask your dad." He would be like, "Dad, can I go stay in at my friends?" You know, shit like that. Like I didn't have no say. But she did that for me, just so that me and him could, just so that we could have that relationship. You know, where are we at? What year was that? 2003. Guy Murdoch is when it. Well, yeah, 2003 was when that happened. I didn't leave Madison. I didn't get moved out of there until 2004. And that's when they shot me over to the CCA. Yeah, vengeance flows through my veins. Yeah, you ain't bullshitting. I wanted to, the thing was, is like, I thought about it. Can I make a stand? You know what I'm saying? There was no way. What could I fucking do? You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no, I couldn't go back and be like, you motherfucker. What was I going to do? Can't kill them all. We're all locked down. Like, there was nothing. It was done. It was over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, what I like though is Big Casper and Chino, both were, when I told them about it, they kept the secret. Like they didn't, like I told them about it. I didn't tell them that I was through and all that. And I just told them, and they were furious, bro. They were like, what the fuck? Because again, my Ruka became close friends with Casper's Ruka, Lorena, and with Chino's Ruka, Melissa. They were all real good friends. And we had all gotten real close. When I told them about that shit, it was fucking crazy. But yeah, that was 2003. Yeah, Geronimo, right? People that spoke the truth always said you were solid. You made the right decision because now look what you're doing. Yeah. When did you renounce? I never really, I never had to officially renounce, bro, because I was never validated. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't officially renounce. I was just done. You know what I'm saying? And I never ended up going back to DOC either. I went to the feds, and they don't do that. So I've never had to do a renounce type debrief, and I didn't have to do that in the end. Jojo. But but I guess you could say I walked away finally. I made up my mind 2003. I didn't actually leave that pod um, till 2004, and still nobody knew that I had. Everybody suspected when they moved me to the CCA, but I was still writing. Everybody thought everything was good. They just thought that the placas were, because at that time that whole thing was happening with the trigger stuff. So they thought they moved me over there trying to play games with that trigger stuff. I let them believe that too. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna, but yeah. And then I stayed over there at the CCA, and eventually, everyone figured it out. Yeah, that's right. The víboras. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They became what they pretended like the others were. Yeah, this is live, Johnny John. We're 3 hours in. Wow. Oh man. Yeah, I've just never told that story because it's not easy. So that's why it took so long. Where we at? When did you anything I regret? Fuck, Jesse. Yeah, of course. I fucking regret it all now. I went in stupid. And my eyes weren't open to it. Where are we at? True heartbreak, giving yourself and only to be betrayed all over the day. Yeah, they are. It's all the same. Dan Craig, I remember you and all the stories I have heard about you and the skina that you gave to the Lisma, but I often wonder what caused you to walk away. Yeah, that was the end. I couldn't do it. Um, there's some that I can't rap about, but never mind. I did a lot. I did a lot. Who's in charge now, Johnny John? Ruben Melendez is considered the metal and has been since like 1992 or something like that. Yeah, they made that deal, Manny. They made a deal. If Luis, Pablo, and Crow all took the triple life sentences, then Felipe and Indio would only get I think 18 or 16 years. Lorena would get cut loose. Richie Rich, I can't remember what he got, but yeah. In the end, she was released. She was let out because of their plea bargains. More cruel members with honey than you do with vinegar. Kid DG. Yeah, I don't think they care, bro. That's the problem. Is there any Vivura still around? Um, Not really. Nah, it's pretty much gone. I mean, the only one that you would consider still would be Pete, but I mean, Pete Boy's he's a carnal for California too. So, um, but I mean, he was made in Arizona also with the old, so he would be the only one that you'd consider really still, I guess, active maybe, but not. There's nobody left. There was a homie talking about you in 2015 saying you were still active and had got your wings clipped but were back on. Nah, that never. Nah, by 2015, I was through, bro. I heard you folded because you told his cuff up for a sale and you saw Warrior Boy looking at you through the glass. Anthony Johnson. Yeah, that was part of it too, bro. I forgot to mention that part. Yeah, Robert. Nah, I mean, it came from Pablo. I never really liked that dude anyway, to be honest with you. We got in a big ass argument in there when we were drunk one night. I didn't like him. That didn't change anything. I'm glad you did what would raise your son, bro. He's your blessing. Absolutely, Francisco. That's right. Snake in the grass right there, period. As much as you gave them a loyalty, they turn on you. Yeah. I don't know all that happens. You cricket, I really admire your courage, bro. I think Ruben in Central. Huh? Jojo? What'd you say? Ruben's not in Central. He's in Ohio. Where was Dickie Cisneros from? I don't know, bro. I don't know that name. I never heard that name. Yeah, they didn't make her. She never had to because they didn't go to trial, Manny. They actually let her out. She was out. They put her back in because she went out there to New Mexico to one of his court dates, and they locked her up because the cops got on the stand and were translating phone calls that Luis was making to her. He was having her do stuff for him, and so she so they locked her up, and that's what put her back in. But she was out. They had let her out on the bracelet. She just messed up and kept like he was having her do stuff, so they got her. But yeah, so she never had to end up telling it. Yeah, absolutely. Um, I think she did what they called the free talk, like went in there and they thought a lot of the stuff she was telling them was lies. Says, yeah, I'm still beef with the BB. I don't know, Jesse Rodriguez, to be honest with you. I haven't even asked about that situation. I really haven't. Pinche Nueva is the new evil. Yeah. So pretty much your whole Fed time was in SEG for safety. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, not SEG. It was different housing that they would just do, but the feds don't really give a damn, bro. They don't. They didn't. I mean, they didn't really know much. I mean, as far as I thought. I mean, they didn't because I was never validated or nothing. I don't think they. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I never crossed paths with anybody that I wasn't throwing my name out there too much either. So I was just doing my time. What did I eat? I haven't ate yet. I need to, man. I'm fucking hungry. What was Pablo at the time? A lieutenant? No, Pablo was a captain. He was one of the 5 captains that sit at the mesa, and he was probably the highest ranking captain at that time. Simon right there, yes, I kept telling you guys I was gonna do it. I get caught up talking about other stuff, and that's why I figured right now was as good a time as any. Oh, is that right? That's cool, Manny. I met her. I mean, she was cool. I mean, it was her dude. That's nothing's on her. You know what I mean? But yeah, she ended up all good. Yeah, Simone Jojo will. Do you think the ones you took out visit you? I don't, G Rocker. I don't believe in ghosts, and I don't think anybody visits me. Right on, Smoke. Check it out. Órale, Robert Martinez. Ya sabes. Have a good night, bro. John Doe, 4020, 420. Órale, we're over 3 hours. I'm going to shut this down. Uh, it's about that time. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. See you guys on the next one. We'll wrap tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll come on to that other platform so I can put that link on here and some of you guys could come on and rap. Uh, Till tomorrow, you guys have a good night. 3 hours, bro. 3 hours and 10 minutes. Got late. Gunner, a solid homie. Take care. Yeah, I don't know him. I've seen some of his stuff. It's all good. I ain't tripping. What other things, especially about you taking your family first? Yeah, I mean, what could I do? Honestly, I mean, there's nothing I could do. All right, good night, Mr. Roboto. Ty 602, ya sabes, salute. Jojo, Arizona. Oscar Ledesma, good night. Kid DG, another one. Good night, brother. Nah, Joe, he got you fooled. John Doe. All right, man. You guys have a good night. I appreciate everybody for being here. What's up, Damian Vargas? I'm gonna get this. Hit that like, fellas. Railroad, right on, brother. Thank you. Everybody have a good night, man. We'll be back tomorrow, and that's the end of this. Shakur Stevenson is a bad man. He whipped out fool hearing the whole fight. I appreciate your story. My prayers for you. Gracias, Francisco. Right on. Good night, Geronimo. Ya sabes. Órale. I'm ending this now. Sorry, guys. If we'll talk tomorrow. John Dope.